Well, good evening. Happy Friday, everybody. It is now 7:50, and we currently have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings that are ongoing around town. These storms have just kind of merged in the valley from Harriman to Kingston, Blair to Oak Ridge, and just slowly working their way to the north. And it is a nasty-looking sky out there here this evening. So that's a live look at the radar right now. Let me show you a live view from Orange Hat Brewing Company. This is the camera over in Hardin Valley looking off to the north and northeast. North and northwest towards the storm that we're looking at there on the screen. That's what it looks like there from that camera, from Hardin Valley looking off to the north and northwest. So again, we do have strong to severe thunderstorms putting down very heavy rainfall here at this hour. So let's go back to the radar and show you what we're talking about, because we have the severe thunderstorm warning right now for Fentress County. This runs until 8:30 this evening. It also does include, and then we also come down to until 8:15, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Morgan County. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning for, and that runs until 8:15. And then another one on the extreme eastern part of Morgan County, we have a severe thunderstorm warning that stretches back into Anderson County. So right over the Clinton area, over towards Oliver Springs and Petros, although Oak Ridge, Blair, and Oliver Springs, these are moving their way north. So we should be doing fine for the rest of the evening hours, although you kind of been in the thick of it here for a while here. We have that severe thunderstorm warning, including Deer Lodge, Sunbright, Elizabeth, Wartburg, Catoosa, right there over the Obed Wild Scenic Center, Scenic River area, I should say, over the Cumberland Mountains. So incredibly heavy rainfall right there. If you look at the rainfall rate out of this, we are seeing rainfall rates upwards of 2 to 3, 4 plus inches per hour, indicating just solid rain downpours. I mean, the kind of rain that's just going to be blinding. Not really advised to travel through this kind of stuff. So if you don't have to travel, and again, if you don't have the app, make sure you download the East Tennessee Weather app, and you can check in on that interactive radar. It's really a great tool to help you navigate kind of where you are. You can allow your location services, and it'll GPS your locations on the map, and so you can see what's going on. We got a lot of lightning showing up with this system as well. When you look at the lightning data, let's see if we can get those back on here for you. There we go. Not quite sure where my lightning went, but there it is. So there we go. 138 lightning strikes in this vantage point. 140 lightning strikes in the last 5 minutes, by the way. And then also we have that severe thunderstorm warning now that continues for parts of Fentress County. So again, Fentress County, we'll go back to the radar. This is what it looks like over towards heads up Jamestown, Allard, just on the leading edge of that right now. Grimsley, you're getting right. You're kind of in a little bubble of no trouble right now, but there's a lot of storms around you, and it's definitely rocking and rolling for sure. Clark Range, you've got more showers and thunderstorms to your south over the Rennie and Woody area. Catoosa Wildlife area over Fairfield Glade. These storms are packing a punch. They're moving. It's going to be right over the Catoosa Wildlife area here at about 8:08, at least the strongest part of this cell, if not over it right now. Remember, the radar is updates every 2.5 to 5 minutes. These are tracking to the north at about 18 miles per hour, so slow movers for sure. It is up towards of about 27,000 feet in the atmosphere. We could see some hail out of it. So as we take a look at hail, we've already had some hail showing up with some of these storms. You can see this is your hail swath anyways, and it shows you how much hail that's kind of been falling around the area, or at least who's been getting hail. And we've had reports of some pea-sized hail. I have some pictures to share with you from this storm system coming in through the app itself. So remember, you can upload those photos through the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a great tool to be able to share those photos really quickly. So this one is coming in from Crystal. And if you could put the location from where these are, it'd really help to pass along this information, not just to me and the viewers that are tuning in here, but of course to the National Weather Service as well. So basically pea-sized hail has been forming here. Here's another one coming in with some pea-sized hail. Well, maybe a little bit bigger, marble size. We'll just go marble size hail with that one. This one is also this one's coming in from Claire. She says that's hail in Clinton. So Claire, thanks for that. And Peter Cooper sharing this one of the towering cumulonimbus clouds, heat advisory. And you can see this looking off towards the Bristol area earlier today. So he's using the East Tennessee Weather app. You can tell by the map there. But again, he's got his weather station. Peter's a Witcher weather watcher up in near the Tri-Cities area, and so again. We've got some billowing cumulonimbus clouds that are really firing off. And we've been talking about this for the last few days, how the atmosphere is really conducive to produce severe weather. But the National Weather Service was talking about it yesterday. I mentioned it as well, where, listen, it's kind of like a Coke bottle. You can shake it up, and if you don't open the lid, nothing's going to happen. But if you open that lid up, it's going to spill on out pretty quickly. And that's kind of the way the atmosphere is playing out. This is a picture from Elaine Ombre, Alcoa Highway, tonight around 7 p.m. Some nasty looking clouds there. A large tree blown down in Oak Ridge, snapped and uprooted. This was sent in by Dave. So here's a photo. So we're already getting some strong gusty winds, and that's why we have severe thunderstorm warnings that are ongoing. That is from Dave Drum, a large tree blown down and a tree snap there in the Oak Ridge area. Here's a great picture from Crystal Whelan. Cool clouds near the college in Rockwood about 6:45 this evening. So this was when the storms were just getting going. I was watching them, but I was unfortunately out running some errands with my kids and I couldn't get back. I was trying to get back as fast as I could to kind of keep you up to date on what's going on. All right, so lots going on out there this evening. We've got some pretty nasty weather, so we'll go back to the radar here. And if you have any questions, I'll jump over to the radar here in just a second. That's a live look at the radar, so you can clearly see that we do have severe thunderstorm warnings. It also does, and with special weather statement anyways, for Cumberland County at this hour. Now, the Southern Valley doing just fine, so we're doing great. This is just the only batch of rain. So everybody else, if you're joining us from, say, Knoxville, let me just expand the view to give you a better perspective on who's getting the rain and who's not getting the rain. So clearly, most areas are doing just fine this evening. But as you can clearly see, as we go back to the camera in Hardin Valley, we've got some nasty looking skies there. And I did a video of it. I'll be posting a time lapse here of this storm from this camera itself as it was billowing on through. You see some pretty nasty rain shaft, some pretty solid downpours with this. So some strong gusty winds can't be ruled out with this. Again, severe thunderstorm warnings have been issued by the National Weather Service for Fentress County that runs until 8:30. We've got places like Morgan County and also, Morgan County, and I think it stretches just Morgan County until 8:15, and then Morgan County and Anderson County until 8:30. Those are all the severe thunderstorm warnings that we have ongoing right now. All right, let me jump into the chat here real quick and see what you all are saying. Let's see, Sweetwater got hammered, never been so scared. So sorry about that, Hillary. Sorry I wasn't on here for you to keep you navigate that. I was trying my best to get back here and get everybody up to date. I live in South Knox County. Will we get any? Probably not at this point in the game. If you've not gotten any and you live south of, say, Morgan County, you're probably not going to get any for the rest of the night. I think this is going to be that batch of rain that just settles its way from south to north slowly, and eventually it's going to rain itself out. Can you explain the dangerous storm approaching your area? So on the app itself, you'll get a notification that says dangerous storm is approaching your area. So that just lets you know that there is a very strong storm under severe criteria because you would have gotten a notification saying that you were in a special weather statement and or a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, the East Tennessee Weather app, I'm getting special weather statements added to the app. I don't think that I actually have special weather statements added to the app right now, but I'm getting those added. So you probably get a severe thunderstorm warning, but it just lets you know that a very strong thunderstorm's moving on in. Now, if you get that notification or a lightning notification, make sure that you click on that notification because that's going to take you to the interactive radar, and then you push play. And so you'll see a past 2 hours, it'll pause at the current hour, and then it'll pick up a future cast of 2 hours based on what's going on out there right now. So if you have the app, open it up right now, check it out. It's a really great tool to help navigate summertime storms or storms any time of the year, really, for that matter. So good question right there. Thanks for asking that, Crystal. I always want to try to explain as much about the app as possible, trying to get a lot more data added to the app as well. So there's some good stuff, I think, coming your way. What's up, Anthony? How are you? And hope we're going to have a great 4th of July. Let's see. I guess that was that, Crystal. That was Ashley. Ashley, I appreciate you. So thanks for asking that question. Let's see. Received an alert about heavy thunder in Sevierville, but nothing as of yet. Got a lot of lightning showing up around. You did anyways. And now we've got one little storm that just popped up just outside of Maryville, over Blackberry Farm, actually. So Wallen, Blackberry Farm, south of 321. So heads up Maryville, Alcoa. There's a little cell to your south and west that could be firing up and moving your direction. So we'll keep you posted on that. Let's see what the National Weather Service is saying here this evening. Let's see, lovely picture of. Okay, so we got more storm damage coming in from Oak Ridge. So this is a tree that was knocked down from the storms in Oak Ridge. This was sent in through the National Weather Service chat, by the way. Let's see, very large root ball, grass accompanied the bottom of the. Let's see, this is not quite sure who sent that in, but just a random photo. Here's basically what I've been showing you from that Hardin Valley camera. Here's a picture coming in. This one is also on the National Weather Service chat. And this one says, taken from the parking lot in Walmart at Kensal Way East Town area near the Amazon facility. So you can really see that's on the east side of downtown Knoxville, and you can really see the storm firing up to the west. Now, I live to the south of these storms. I did not get any of the of the nasty weather so far. And here's some more tree damage. Let's see. This is Oak Ridge. So Oak Ridge has really gotten hit hard. If you're joining us from Oak Ridge, you have any pictures to share, make sure you upload those to the app itself. It's going to be the easiest and fastest way to share your photos with me here this evening. All right, here's another. Pictures are coming in right now, so I appreciate you all. Ruth going south on I-75 near Clinton, so you can see a water-loaded atmosphere coming in. Ruth, thanks so much for sharing this photo with us. There we go. That's going south on I-75. Let's see, what'd she say again? South on 75 at Clinton. All right. Got a flood advisory right now for Putnam and White County. This is, it's raining sideways and Sunbright. This is Chris Miller. Chris Miller's just shared this through the app itself. And if you can take the pictures horizontally, I know social media has everything vertically, but if you can take them horizontally, if you upload them, it just presents a little bit better. But you can see just solid downpours showing up there. And then let's see, we've got another lightning strike near Hardin Valley at exit Dutchtown Road and 40. Whoa, look at this lightning strike. That's incredible. Look at that. Let me blow that picture up. So we've got a pretty incredible, look at that. That's insane. All right, that's a great photo. We've got a lot of lightning showed up with these storms. So again, we're sitting at about 140 lightning strikes right now in the last 5 minutes in this vantage point. So severe thunderstorm warnings continue here at this hour. And let's see. So now, let's see, we've got that severe thunderstorm warning again for Fentress County till 8:30. We'll check in on some of the winds inside this storm. Probably not going to pick up on a whole lot, but let's see. 36 mile per hour winds, 30. So again, not necessarily, let's look at these. So there's no spin in the atmosphere. By the way, I had that question on social media. We are just not the environment. This is very summertime, typical summertime environment. High pressures in control, very light wind, water loaded atmosphere. We could feel that over the last couple of days, and that's just leading to incredible downpours. Again, rainfall rates are anywhere from 2 to 3+ inches per hour. We've seen some hail showing up with these as well, showing up from Sunbright to Wartburg, Catoosa, Blair. I've had some strong gusty winds over in the Oak Ridge area as well. So let me show you a 1 hour radar loop. So this is a 1 hour radar loop of the storms themselves. And you can really get an idea of how they just kind of merge their way out of Roane County and Oak Ridge. That's kind of where they develop. Actually, let me go back a little bit further. And we'll do a 2 hour radar loop because I think this will give you a really good handle on. And I'm just going to expand the view actually because you get an idea of how these storms really develop. Let's do a 3 hour loop. So here's a radar loop over the last 3 hours. And again, you can really see how they were just kind of firing off the mountains across parts of the southern plateau. And then those outflow boundaries moving into parts of Roane County, the cold pocket of air at the surface and helping to force the air to rise, like a little tiny mini cold front, if you will. And the environment's conducive, as we've been talking about for the last few days, if you watch my weather video forecast or join me on social media. But again, those little cold fronts, mini cold fronts help to push and force the air to rise. And we've got a very buoyant atmosphere and water loaded. And that's why we've got these tropical-like downpours. I mean, at one point, we had over 190 lightning strikes in just 5 minutes. And so you can really see how these storms are evolving. And take notice to how these storms are evolving, by the way, because this could be very similar to what we experience tomorrow. Now, it's 8 o'clock. Fireworks shows are going to be happening around 9 o'clock, 9:30 tomorrow night. So I do think that the atmosphere will quiet down. The storms will die down. Now, do some of those outdoor events and activities get affected by storms tomorrow? It is potentially possible for sure. And if you stick around, I'll take you to a future cast for tomorrow here in just a second. Let's go back to the chat and see what you all are saying. Let's see. Christina, Hardin Valley can hear lots of lightning. No rain so far. Severe thunderstorm warning continues, expires in 25 minutes, by the way, in Anderson, Campbell, and Morgan County. So you can see that severe thunderstorm warning right there at the bottom of your screen. It's super dark outside and very ominous. When we were running errands trying to get back home, we stepped outside and I was like, whew, it is just crazy outside. Is Coalfield in the clear? Good question. Let me help you out here, buddy. Who is that, Michael? So Coalfield, I believe, should be in the clear, maybe. Where's Coalfield? Why am I not getting Coalfield on here? I believe if you've gotten the rain, why isn't it Coalfield? Oh, there's Coalfield. Yeah, Coalfield, you're in the clear. I was like, I knew I was close. All right, so Coalfield, you are in the clear because you can look off to your south, and there's nothing really going on. Now, again, we got that storm showing up for Blount County, so heads up Maryville, Blount County area, a nice little cell that's going to be working its way into your area. And if it goes warned here, I'll just take a quick break and send a notification to folks joining us from Blount County, or if you are joining us from Blount County or other parts of East Tennessee because you're joining on social media and happen to see the live update. Again, most of East Tennessee is in the clear. You can clearly see that. But if you wouldn't mind liking and sharing for community awareness of this live, it really helps things out. Puts you in the algorithm of social media, which then again gets to more feeds, which allows folks to get a better idea of what's going on this evening. Of course, you don't need me to tell you that it's pouring in your neighborhood if it's pouring in your neighborhood, but just want to keep you up to date because we do have those severe thunderstorm warnings until 8:30, 8:15 and 8:30, and it's now 8:06. All right, Lisa, massive amounts of lightning in Lansing. Thanks so much. Biggest lightning and loudest thunder I've even ever seen and heard in my life just happened right now. Wowzers. Did it scare you? Did it scare you, Lisa? Probably put the hairs up on your arms a little bit, huh? Is Sevierville getting any rain? No, Sevierville's in the clear so far. Heavy rain, no wind, and power. Okay, let's talk about some power outages here for a second. See where we are with power outages. Okay. All right, so power outages. We've got 19% of folks in Morgan County without power, 1.5% in Cumberland County. So you can kind of get an idea that we do have power outages showing up. And even Cocke County has a little bit. So some power outages are with us here at this hour. Let me show you power outages by numbers. There we go. So we got 1,500 without power in Morgan County, and Anderson about 900 without power. So yeah, we've got those power outages, and of course that's associated with the strong winds. And no wonder parts of Morgan County and even Anderson County have some power outages because of the damaging winds that we've already seen. So strong gusty winds are associated with this system. Let's see if we show you any other vantage points around town. So this is going to be really the only camera we've got folks joining us, folks that are jumping on Norris Lake here at this hour, enjoying the nice evening. Here's a live look from Norris Lake. And so no storms up at Norris Lake right now. So smooth sailing. It's going to be a great boating weekend, but I would recommend probably getting out and doing some boating earlier in the day, as again, these storms will kind of pick back up and I think redevelop throughout the day tomorrow. So let me throw the warnings back on here. So for those of you that, all right, so now we have a special weather statement for Maryville. This is probably going to go severe because that's the way the atmosphere is shaping up. So if you just give me 1 second, I'm going to send a push notification to folks joining us from Blount County so they can find out what's going on and make sure that they can tune in to this live weather update. All right, so we've got a special weather statement on this storm. This runs until 8:30, so again, it's going to be moving its way into the downtown Maryville area. So here's the time frames on that. Severe thunderstorm warning for Blount County, Maryville 8:24, Springfield 8:24, Alcoa 8:31, Airport Plaza 8:31, and McGee-Tyson Airport, 8:37, McGee-Tyson Airport, of course, 8:37 So we'll be watching that storm. I've got a couple cameras down there in Wares Valley. I don't necessarily know that I'll be able to see it from there, but I'll be tracking it with some of these cameras that I've got ongoing around town. But again, we're still watching that nasty cell from Hardin Valley. It is, this is what it looks like from Hardin Valley again, if you're just now tuning in. So that's looking northwest towards Oliver Springs, Oak Ridge, Petros, and Morgan County. So that's looking north and northwest. And so that storm right there is the storm we've been talking about. So if you're just now tuning in because I sent a push notification, we do have a special weather statement anyways, issued by the National Weather Service currently for Blount County. This runs until 8:30. Again, it's going to be in the Maryville area here in just about 15 minutes or so. 50, well, it's actually moving into Maryville, but I should say the strongest part of the cell, the center of the cell is, but heaviest rain's already moving into Maryville right now, Springfield. So other locations, you got right around the Sevierville Road, 321. So if anybody's joining us from downtown Maryville, you might want to just take cover for a little bit. If you're not seeing the storm coming in, if you're not paying attention, but only 4 lightning strikes with that. So we'll have to see if that goes up. If those lightning strikes go up, it's an indication that the storm is strengthening. If it goes down, typically we start to see a weakening trend with the storms itself. Got some, incredible lightning showing up with that. Let's go back here real quick. We got some modest clouds showing up. That's, again, a live look there from Hardin Valley looking off to the north and northwest. Just saw incredible lightning streaking across the sky. Those are modest clouds, so very turbulent skies are with us. And there's a reason, because we've got severe thunderstorm warnings that are still ongoing and special weather statements. The heaviest rain is moving its way into Finchers County out of Morgan, but also into southern Scott County here. So we're going to be watching that camera for just a second, because you'll see some pretty incredible lightning while I go through the chat here for you. Let's see. Is it going to hit Maryville? That one to the south of you is, yes, going to likely hit, it's moving into Maryville right now. So, yeah, Lauren, I just take cover for a little bit. Special weather statement, so not necessarily severe weather criteria, but winds could be gusting to about 45 miles per hour, which there's still some strong, nasty, gusty winds that you don't necessarily want to have to deal with. All right. If there's anybody that wants to join the chat that has a weather, has an update for me, I have just thrown in to the chat itself. And again, let's see, there it is. I've thrown it into the chat right now. So here, if I'll throw it up on the screen, whether you're joining from YouTube or whatever, just copy that, put it into your URL. You can join me live from your cell phone and give me a live weather update from your area if you've got some nasty weather moving its way on in. I'm going to send that to the Witcher Weather Watchers as well, because I know I've got some Witcher Weather Watchers that might be able to join us up in parts of Scott County, whatnot. All right, let's see here. I'm just taking a look at some video coming in from Scott County, and the wind is ripping in Scott County, but nothing necessarily falling in Scott County right now. Got some lightning now starting to rattle around my house as well here at this hour. All right. All right, let's go back to the radar. Lightning, thunder, and wind in Lenore City for the past 2 hours, but not a single drop of rain. Did you hate when that happens? Uploading some pictures from Northwest Hardin Valley. Thank you so much. What's up, Chris? Sorry I didn't call you back. I think you understand. All right, so this is coming in from MomB7276. So tent blown over in Oak Ridge. So Oak Ridge has taken the brunt of the storm, it seems, so far. So an outdoor tent has been blown over there in Oak Ridge. Let's see. Got some more to share with you here. So Jaden says, not a pretty sky in Corrington here this evening. Not necessarily a pretty sky, I suppose, if you're not a big fan of the storms, right? All right, back to the radar. I'm waiting for those to get uploaded here. So, Chris, let's see if this uploaded. There's Chris's. Sideways, Chris. Sideways. There it is. So some turbulent skies right there coming in from Hardin Valley. I would imagine it's probably looking to, well, it's probably the same view that we're seeing from the Hardin Valley camera. So you can see those turbulent skies looking off towards this storm right here. So let's check in on the hail, see what kind of hail we have showing up with this already. So again, we are getting hail all the way. You can see that little hail swath from Wartburg to Sunbright, over the Cumberland Mountains, and then just outside of Allert and Jamestown. So I would imagine that you're going to start getting some, you got the heavy rain. Looks like the severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled for parts of Morgan County and Anderson County as well. But we now have a severe thunderstorm warning for Anderson County that runs until 8:30. So they've kind of shrunk this back a little bit. And a special weather statement. So anybody joining us from, say Norris Lake, I just talked about Norris Lake just a moment ago. And now we've got a cell moving its way, getting ready to work its way towards the Norris Dam. So you can see the Norris Dam is right there. That's where the Norris Park is. So there's the dam. That's going to go right over the Norris Freeway area, the River Road, Interstate 75 North. It's heading over towards Oak Grove and Cove Creek, Indian Creek and Vasper and Beech Grove, and the Disney area. So again, heads up, anybody joining us from parts of Norris Lake. I should say the western part of Norris Lake. I think the eastern part towards the main channel, the main part of the lake up towards Sharps Chapel, and other locations. But I think if you're joining us from, say, we'll have to watch out for that Stardust camera. I'll have to check in on that. Let's check in on that Stardust camera here for a second. And we're going to turn it a little bit. So I'll just take this full for you so you can see this for a second. So we're going to move this camera. Well, there you go. I got that right there. Folks just like looking around, going, okay, what's going on around here, people? Some folks jumping out on the lake right now. So again, if you know anybody on Norris Lake, and this is why I really stress about the East Tennessee Weather app, especially being a lake goer. If you're heading off on the lake this evening, you want to check in with the interactive radar and make sure that it's okay, because again, storms are getting ready to work its way towards this camera view right now, and this is the camera view that we'll probably have to watch pretty closely. All right, I got some thunder going on around my house, so now we're starting to get these storms to build out ahead of the storm in Blount County, in Maryville. So we've got that storm in Maryville right now. But now those storms we're starting to get some stuff to fire out ahead of it. So heads up, Farragut, Louisville, Friendsville area, Catoosa, starting to get some showers and storms. And I can hear the lightning, and I can hear the thunder here. And I live in West Knoxville. So that's kind of what we're going to be watching. Again, a special weather statement right now for Blount County that runs until 8:30. And again, if you wouldn't mind liking and sharing this live broadcast for community awareness. Again, this is not affecting everybody. You can clearly see that not everybody is affected by these storms. But it'll be interesting to see how these storms build through the rest of the evening hours. All right, we got a Witcher Weather Watcher that's going to join us here in just a second. So, Chris, I'll be with you here momentarily, my friend. All right, let's go ahead and bring Chris Fox to the conversation. Where are you?
Mike, could you hear me? I can't hear you. You there? I can't hear you.
There you go. You should be able to hear me now.
Okay, yeah, now I can hear you. All right, cool.
Tell us what's going on. I know you sent in some video from Wares Valley, and we had some hail there earlier today.
Yes, sir. They're popping fireworks behind me. I'm sorry about that. I ain't knew what was going on for a minute.
Is it Mother Nature or is it 4th of July? What is it, Chris?
Yes.
Tell us what's going on. Give us a report here, buddy.
Oh man, I actually we were headed back from Cherokee and got caught in that storm that rolled through Weir's Valley. Got hammered by some pea-sized hail. That lasted a good 10 minutes or so, and it man, that was a rough one.
That was a rough one. I'm gonna try to get to I'm gonna try to get your video up here as we talk.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. No, it was just come on now. I'm trying to talk at the man. Anyway.
Tell everyone where you're from here.
Okay. Where I'm at, or where I'm originally from.
Where you're originally from, because you got a thick accent, my friend.
I'm from a small town about halfway between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. I'm from Donaldsonville, Louisiana.
All right, perfect. You're no stranger to storms for sure, right?
No, sir, no, not at all. I've been through several hurricanes, tornadoes, and such as that. I've seen just about everything there is to see. Yes, I even did live through Katrina.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Let's see here. I'm going to try
But
to bring this up.
oh, there goes the lightning. But we had it was speed or anything like that, but the winds were pretty strong, and the hail was just unreal for pea-sized hail. I've never seen that much pea-sized hail in my life. I've never seen it last that long. It lasted a good 10-15 minutes.
Was
just
it
getting
piling
pelted.
up in different? Was it piling up like, you know how hail piles up like snow, like snow
It was.
drifts, if you will?
It was. It was. It really wasn't. It was pretty much melting as soon as it hit. It didn't last long, but it was coming down. It was hammering pretty bad. So, I mean, that's one of the worst ones I've seen.
Well, at least
Just
it
as
was
far
just
as hail goes.
pea-sized hail. We don't have like, super large hail, but
Right.
again, that was Where's Valley. I was trying to get your video up, but I can't get that up while we're talking right now. But I have posted
Well,
that to
that's it.
social media, and I do appreciate you sharing that.
That ain't no thing, man. I mean, like I said, that's what we're here for. That's what we do.
That's
The
right. So
NWF can't be everywhere and they can't see everything, so we got to be their eyes and ears.
that's right. And so real quick, so because you are a Witcher Weather Watcher, I just want to announce to everybody that I do have a program called Witcher Weather Watchers. Okay, so Chris Fox and I've got 82 other folks that have joined
There go
this
my shirt
from
there.
all over East Tennessee. Do you love the platform? Do you love being part of the Witcher Weather Watchers and the chat with just ongoing weather information constantly?
Oh, absolutely. And I'm gonna tell you, we have a great time in there too. I mean, all the time weather and talking about the weather and all is real interesting. You learn some things. You learn things from different people and all of that. And sometimes we're just in there having fun when there's nothing going on.
That's the way it should be. That's the way life should be.
That's
So
it.
listen, if you want to become a Witcher Weather Watcher, you can go to my website and under the weather tab, just go down to Witcher Weather Watchers, scroll to the very bottom there, and there's a link to take the virtual course with the National Weather Service. All you have to do is take that course. You get a certificate to become an official storm spotter with the National Weather Service. And the course is not that hard, right?
No, not at all.
Takes about what?
And it's a whole
Hour
lot
and a
of
half or
fun.
so to take the course?
Maybe.
So, yeah, maybe hour and a half, whatever it may be. Pass the course, get your certificate, send me an email, info@easttnweather.com or mike@easttnweather.com, whatever. And we can add you to this private group, and then you can join in for live weather updates, just like Chris. Chris, I appreciate you this evening, bud.
Yeah, no problem, man. Y'all have a good. By the way, it just started raining here in Rockwood.
It
Y'all
started
have a
raining
good
in
one.
Rockwood. Okay, let's go. Hold on. Let's go back over to...
Yeah. Okay. I'll hold on for you. There you go. There it is.
There it is right there. So, again, those storms are starting to build out ahead of the stronger cell that's coming in through Alcoa and Maryville and the airport. So there's Rockford right now and then Louisville. So, again, it's going to start to, I think, work its way northward. So I'll have to watch this one. But, again, the strongest cell right now through Lake City, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning, and then warnings continue up into Fentress County with special weather statements into Scott and also... into Scott County, I should say. So, well, in parts of northern Morgan County. So, anyways, Chris, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful and safe 4th of July. If there's any more activity while I'm still live, please ring back in. I would appreciate it.
Sure will. If there's anything to report, I'll report it.
All right, my buddy. Have a good
All right,
night.
buddy. Thank you.
Yep. All right, Chris Fox. He's a Witcher Weather Watcher. Great to have the Witcher Weather Watchers. That's the whole point. They're the eyes and ears on the boots on the ground, if you will, for East Tennessee weather. And again, if you don't have the East Tennessee weather app, just go to your app store and search East Tennessee weather, allow location services and notifications, and you will be able to get live weather updates front and center on the app with what we're doing right now. Of course, you can watch from home as well on the big screen, YouTube, Roku TV, or Amazon Fire. You can download East Tennessee weather for your smart TVs and watch on the big screen during live severe weather coverage, if you so choose to. But again, the app's great. It's just really going to notify you when lightning's within 15 miles of your location. Corrington's doing just fine. I think I answered that a while ago. Took the course, but I'm in Fentress County. Well, guess what? Blackie, OCPOTR, whatever that is. I cover Fentress County. So send me an email. If you took the course, send me an email. Mike@easttnweather.com. Come join 82 other folks from all over East Tennessee. Boots on the ground. They're the storm reporters. They're the reporters. It's a great weather group to be a part of. So if you have any inclination, and listen, it's all ages. It's all knowledge, not different levels of knowledge about weather. You don't have to be an expert to be a part of this program. And it's 100% free, and you get a free t-shirt and a free hat that says Witcher Weather Watchers, which you saw Chris wearing there itself. All right, Mother Nature is providing free fireworks tonight. Yeah, right, Kathy? We're getting the storm now in Carnes. So again, this is really the scene right now. So Crossville, you got another little cell coming in your direction. Some heavier rain, but mostly just lighter rain for parts of most of Morgan, anyways, and also Cumberland County. But watch that cell down in Blount County, because it's going to continue to build and work its way to the north and northwest. Now, we'll see how it can hold together as it moves into a little bit of a overworked environment. When we have showers and thunderstorms, sometimes the atmosphere cools down. Well, it cools down anyway, so the atmosphere becomes a lot more stable. Thanks to the colder air aloft coming down to the surface, cold air is a little bit more stable than warm, moist air anyways. And so I wouldn't imagine that storm in Maryville can hold together as it works its way to the north and northeast, but I've seen stranger things doing this for as long as I have. Really loud thunder and heavy rain right now at the airport. Thanks, Faith. Starting to rain at TYS. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate you. There you go. There's Julie. She's a Witcher Weather Watcher. Helen Fox McGee, all okay down your way? That's a question from Christy, by the way. Is Hardin Valley cool with the storm stuff or what? Hardin Valley's good right now. You're doing great. So, but again, they're kind of building. You can see Hardin Valley at the center of your screen. So you can see towards Farragut, Louisville, and then Alcoa and Maryville on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. That's where the storms are starting to build. And you can see, watch this. I'll just play this over the last hour. You can really see how that storm just kind of blew up out of the Townsend area. And actually, believe it or not, I do have a Townsend camera. We should have checked in on that. It doesn't really show a whole lot, but I'll show it to you anyways. This is one of the newest cameras to the East Tennessee Camera Network. We've got 18 cameras up and running. Not all of them available to you as of right now, but we are working hard in the background to make these 100% available online at easttnweather.com, on YouTube, and of course on the East Tennessee Weather app, which is the #1 and fastest growing digital weather platform here in East Tennessee, just so you know. So if you search what is the best weather app for East Tennessee, and East Tennessee Weather pops right up. It's definitely cooler in Oliver Springs, thunder and lightning. Yeah, that's that cool air. That's it's nice, but that also creates little outflow boundaries, and those outflow boundaries can spark off more storms in other locations. All right, let's bring it back to now. All right, so Louisville. So rainfall amounts with this one. We're going to get, rainfall amounts are running probably right around Alcoa, about upwards of 2 to 4 inches per hour. 4 inches in some of the strongest part of the cell, but very heavy rainfall moving its way over Alcoa Highway, Rockford, Alcoa, Maryville. And then the rainfall rates starting to work their way towards Farragut and West Knoxville. I mean, we're looking at rainfall rates of about 2 inches per hour. So that's a solid downpour. That's the blinding rain that we'll move on through. And then, of course, where we do have the severe thunderstorm warning. So it looks like Fentress County still has a severe thunderstorm warning that runs until 8:30. So another minute. So we'll see what the National Weather Service does with that. They are with the National Weather Service out of Middle Tennessee. So they're covered by Nashville. Fentress County and Cumberland County are covered by the Nashville office, by the way. The rest of East Tennessee is covered by the Morristown office. Special weather statement for Scott County. This continues until 9 o'clock for another 30 minutes. And a severe thunderstorm warning for Anderson and Campbell County that runs until 8:30. And on the eastern side of that, right over Lake City. So it's right over Lake City right now. It'll be moving its way into the Y at 8:33, Caryville 8:55, and Jacksboro at 8:58. 100% chance of hail on this one. Hail size could be 1 inch in diameter. So we are talking about the potential for some larger hail to show up with that system or with that little cell right there. And if I show you this is what's known as the Barron button here. So this lets us know that we got about 1/2 inch diameter hail there, 2 inch rainfall rates per hour. So we are looking at hail, heavy rain there. Let's take a look at the potential for that's over Lake City. So in parts of Scott County over near Slick Rock, we also could see 1/2 inch in diameter hail, 2 inch rainfall rates per hour. So again, very heavy rainfall. And then let's come down to the storm over moving its way into Farragut. Okay, there's your hail right there. You got your little hail core, and hail could be upwards of 1 inch diameter, 2 inch rainfall rates per hour. And if you're joining us from Farragut and West Knoxville, you're getting ready to get rainfall rates, or you already have rainfall rates anyways, of 2 inches per hour. So we've got a slew of power outages around town as well. So a lot of you are going to be, you're reporting that. We've got 1,500 in Morgan County, 1,000 in Fentress County, 4,000 without power in Roane County, 300 in Anderson County, Monroe County at 100, McMinn County about 500. So again, we do have those power outages that will be ongoing due to the strong gusty winds that we're seeing. And here we go. It's cranking outside. Here's your rainfall here's your rainfall amounts over the last 3 hours. Last 6 hours. So you can see some areas have picked up over 2, 3 inches of rainfall just outside of Morgan County, or inside Morgan County, just outside of Wartburg and Catoosa. So Doppler estimated, of course. Outside of Fairfield Glade, 2.4, Blair 2.1. So again. This is leading to heavy rain. Now, not enough to necessarily make it worthwhile for a flash flood warning. All right, parts of Clinton. Here's some storm damage coming in from storm spotters. There we go. Got some trees down. This would be coming in from. This is 210 Shelterly Lane in Clinton about 15 minutes ago. So we've got a pretty scary looking cloud. Again, we don't really have any rotation, so these would be that's some clouds getting some reports of folks saying, "Hey, listen, got tornadoes." Here's another picture of that same cell, so you can see how it looks like it could be a tornado, but it's just a scary looking cloud. We don't really have the rotation to be able to produce any sort of that, but I will double check and just make sure. Again, that was about 15 minutes ago, but nothing has been showing up on velocity. So I think that's just a scary looking cloud, but boy, I tell you what, that is a scary looking cloud, isn't it? It's starting to rock and roll here at the house. Woo. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's rocking and rolling here. Thanks, Cassidy. Appreciate you. What about Luttrell? Luttrell should be fine. Yeah, Luttrell's in the clear, but there's a little cell just down to the south of you, Strawberry Plains area. So we'll have to watch that. I don't think it's probably going to do much, but definitely watch what's going on further to your south. No doubt, Brent. Brent, my neighbor. It's rocking and rolling out there, isn't it, buddy? Let's see. Is it coming to Harrogate, Tennessee, please? Please? It is not. It is likely not at this point of the game. At least nothing out there right now. You can see Sneedville, Tazewell, Harrogate right there. And actually, I've got a camera up there at LMU. So let me show you what that camera looks like here at this hour. So beautiful. Actually, it looks great in Harrogate at this hour. But you can see the clouds. This is looking off to the south and south, say southeast-ish anyways. And so you can see the dark skies, but we've got some blue skies out there as well showing up in Harrogate. But again, a lot of great views, a lot of great cameras around town. I remember we were talking about Norris Lake. So let me go back out to Stardust Marina. There's a lot of folks still hitting the water, not knowing, I guess, that there are storms coming in. So this is live. That's a live look right there. That guy's taking off. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, people. I've lost my mouse. There it is. So it's going to be rocking and rolling over at Stardust. I'm trying to think exactly where Stardust is. There's Loyston. So Stardust is like somewhere up here somewhere. There's Waterside. That's Stardust? That's not Stardust. Oh, now I'm getting lost on the lake here. Either way, I was trying to find Stardust Marina, but we've got the camera up, so we're gonna keep highlighting that here in a second. Good thing those people got on out of here. Was I right or was I right? There it is, right there. You can see the wind starting to pick up. It's starting to rain there. Things are bouncing around quite a bit as well. So we'll keep an eye on that one. But again, anybody around Norris Lake, you definitely want to take shelter here. Got a special weather statement, and right over Lake City, a severe thunderstorm warning continues at this hour. So this storm's reaching about 40,000 feet, 100% chance of hail, severe hail, about 10% chance. So likely to see some hail out of the system in and of itself. BTI, Barron Tornado Index, again, 1.4, so that's not really going to be an issue. We're not looking at a tornadic environment. What we're looking at is a very heavy rain summertime, strong storms, strong winds, heavy rain kind of environment. Caravel, this is the center of this storm is going to be in your area at about 8:58 Jacksboro, about 9:02. And if it holds together, probably about 9:10 or so in La Follette. And we'll just kind of keep going because, again, this storm's tracking to the north at about 17 miles per hour. So if we were to... So if we were to take the center of this storm, and we'll just go to Pioneer. So Pioneer, about 49 minutes away. I don't know why. I don't know why my arrow is so large. Sorry about that. Let's see if that makes it a little bit better. No. Now it's really skinny, but either way. There we go. There we go. We'll point it out now. Okay, so center of the storm, Pioneer, about 48 minutes. Elk Valley, if it holds together, about 58 minutes. If this holds together, Habersham, about hour or so. We'll come down over towards Paulette, and we'll go say Clearfield. We're looking at, hey, let me clear all this out here. All right, so we'll say just north of Paulette, North Lake. We'll say Clearfield, about an hour or so. Habersham, we're looking at about an hour. Woo, it's rocking around here. Elk Valley, about 55 minutes. Let's see, Pioneer, you're looking at about 28 minutes based on the extreme western side of that. Scott County, Huntsville, heads up. You've got about, say, about 5 minutes or so before this this storm moves on into your area. So strong cell moving its way into Scott County, Huntsville, Oneida. This storm's reaching about 37,000 feet in elevation. Huntsville is going to be in your area at about 9:01. The current time is now 8:41. All right, let's see if Witcher Weather Watchers, anybody else saying anything? So here's a picture from Rebecca. She's a Witcher Weather Watcher coming through the private chat. You can see the rain shaft coming on down. This is Louisville, Blount County area. We also had, this is Bud Seegers, also a Witcher Weather Watcher, right around the Douglas Lake area. So you can see some ominous looking skies there as well. But a beautiful view of Douglas Lake, that's for sure. You got Dillis Road and Harriman, also sent in by Witcher Weather Watcher. This is sent in by Betty Harriman. Betty, she's in the Harriman, Roane County area, so this is in Harriman. We've had some trees knocked down in Harriman, so we have had some tree damage, severe weather damage. Anyways, don't forget you can upload those photos through the Witcher's Pictures link. Excuse me, through the submit a photo. I call it Witcher's Pictures, but submit a photo anyways, as it's the easiest way to grab them. If you have the East Tennessee Weather app, just upload it. Just scroll down to submit a photo. So we've got some more photos coming in. So let's share a few more. Remember, if you're just now tuning in, we've had some tree damage. Oak Ridge seems to have gotten hit the hardest with some strong winds, damaging winds, some power outages. 1,500 people or so without power in Oak Ridge here at this hour. Whoa, hey, woo! That one took me by surprise. That one made me light up a little bit. All right, I hope folks are getting off the lake in on Norris Lake, because it is lightning like crazy out there. It's starting to dump here at the house as well. You boys can come in. All right, so that's a picture. This picture is coming in. You guys okay? Okay. Are you scared? No need to be scared. This was sent in by Stacy Ward. She said the outskirts of Rocky Top. That picture right there. We've had some pea to marble size hail showing up. Not necessarily severe hail, but pea to marble size hail has already shown up with some of these storms. That was coming in from, that picture was from Olivia. She said hail in Clinton near Dutch Valley. That picture was hail in Clinton near Dutch Valley. This was storm damage in Oak Ridge. A tent was blown over. Whew. Man, that lightning, that thunder is close. All right, let's go back to the radar. Let's time everything out for you. Again, we're watching that storm down in Blount County, but as I mentioned, it has moved its way from Alcoa Maryville up towards Louisville, Friendsville area. It's now right over the river system, moving its way back over Pellissippi Parkway. So Bluegrass, Foxfire. So this is over North Shore. So this is now working its way towards North Shore, west. Jeez, I can't think of the roads right now. Anyways, in the west parts of Knoxville. So Ebenezer, Ashley Oaks, anybody in West Knoxville, heads up. It is rocking and rolling, man. It is rocking and rolling. Let me just see if I have another camera view. So this is going to be okay. So this is my Clinton camera. I'll get it up here in a second. So I'm going to move this. This is a live view from downtown Clinton. And again, you can see the cells off at the distance. So we're going to move this camera a little bit. So we're just going to go this way first. So again, this is in downtown Clinton. What you're looking at there, that's the storm up towards Lake City. Okay. So that's the storm. That what you're looking at right there on the screen is looking towards, I would say closer to Lake City, Norris Lake area. So that's looking off to the north and northeast. Now we'll spin it around the other direction. And now we're looking towards, look at all the lightning out there. And now we're starting to work our way towards just over the hilltop right there in the center of your screen is Aspire Park to give you kind of direction. Now we're looking off to the south and southwest. And so that's kind of the cell that we're going to be watching working its way towards Clinton, possibly. I mean, you can see off in the distance, the lightning off in the distance anyways. And that is the storm that's now moving its way into West Knoxville. All right, back to the radar here. So this is going to be a live view in West Knoxville from Fox Road Marina. Nicole, I'll get to you here in just a second. I think you're doing fine in Karnes so far. I think you're going to be fine, but watch out. Flood advisory, by the way, for Putnam and White County, just outside. Woo! Here comes a big one. Wait for it. I saw the lightning. You saw the lightning, right? Here it comes. So Karnes, you're doing fine, but this is a live look in West Knoxville, Fox Road Marina. And again, that's where this cell... This cell right here is what you're looking at on the screen. I'm actually going to pull that up for you live. Just bear with me for a second. I'm just going to, I'll just do this. All right. So we'll just do this here. All right. So that is a view next to me from this storm right here. So that's well, now I can see that with that special weather statement. Okay, so that's Fox Road Marina, West Knoxville. That's the storm that we're looking at. It is pouring here in West Knoxville right now. It has been lighting up like a lightning show. It has been crazy. And I know a lot of you have been seeing some bad stuff as well. Lenore City. So let's go back down. Let's go back to the maps here and show you what we're talking about here. Ooh, that lightning is getting nasty around here, Caden. Got Caden joining us here at the studio. They can't hear you, buddy. So Lenore City is in the clear. You can see that Lenore City right there on the screen. Lenore City, you are in the clear. So Billy Payne, Paulette area of Union County. Billy, thanks so much for sharing this one. Here's this picture from Union County and Billy Payne. That's a look from Union County. So some nasty looking skies there. Here's one from Stacy Ward, outskirts of Rocky Top. See some nasty looking, ominous looking clouds. That's an angry sky, isn't it, friends? Thunder's been nonstop in Solway. It has been crazy, hasn't it? How's Seymour looking? Seymour is A-okay, like totally in the clear. So here, I'll bring this back to a wide view so a lot of you can get an idea of what it looks like in your areas. Again, really, Fentress County, Scott County, down towards Campbell, over Norris Lake. That's where we're seeing some of the... Oops, I got that. Sorry about that. There we go. That's where we're seeing some of the nastiest weather right now. We'll take you back up to Norris Lake because you can definitely see... Remember how, if you were with me just a little bit ago, how we were talking about the fact that Norris Lake was about to get hammered on, and oh boy, have they gotten hammered on. Take a look at this. That's as let's just take that full for you. There it is. That's a live view from Norris Lake. So they are just getting hammered. National Weather Service has now issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Oneida. So Oneida, Scott County. You are now under a severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued. Severe thunderstorm warning for Campbell County. So let's get all the latest information from the National Weather Service on these. All right. So the National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Anderson and Campbell County. So we're looking at the Anderson and Campbell County one. First, that's going to be this one right here. This runs until 9:15 tonight. Boy, look at those conditions. Whew. It is just nonstop up there. Okay, let's go back to the radar here so that you can see what's going on. Okay, so severe thunderstorm warning. I'm talking about this one centered in the center of your screen. At 8:35, a severe thunderstorm was located near Jacksboro, 8 miles south of La Follette, moving north at 10 miles per hour. Hazards of 60 miles per hour. This is radar indicated. So places in the path of this is going to be La Follette, Jacksboro, Caryville, Rocky Top, Norris Dam State Park, Disney, Cove Lake State Park. This does include Interstate 75. Okay, so that is that cell. That has now been severe thunderstorm warned. We also have another severe thunderstorm warning that continues here at this hour. And this one is going to be for Scott and Campbell County. So this one's going to be for this one. Also centered in your screen. So Oneida, Winfield, Pioneer, Elk Valley, heads up. Anybody in and around or north of Huntsville in Scott County. This storm has a 100% chance of some hail, whether it be pea-sized hail, about a 40% chance of severe hail, which would be 1 inch in diameter. The storm is reaching the tops of 36,000 feet. It is a big one for sure. And we'll go back to so this is going to be your hail reflectivity. So here's your Barron button. So you can see all the purple is the likelihood of hail. The center of that, the potential of 2-inch diameter hail showing up just outside of Scott County or outside of Huntsville in this severe thunderstorm warning. Outside of that, could see just upwards of 1/2 inch hail or maybe even 1-inch diameter hail showing up in the center of that core anyways. Could see the potential of some 1/2 inch diameter hail over towards Caryville, wherever this is all showing up. There we go. Just cleaned up a little bit. So let's clear that up a little bit. So we just got another radar update. And again, we're looking at 2-inch rainfall rates per hour. So 1-inch diameter hail. So maybe not nearly as strong as the 2-inch diameter hail that I was just talking about. Hey, Caden, you can close the door all the way. Hey, can you get me a glass of water, please? Glass of water. Thanks. All right, Alexa, here, let's go back to the radar here. Got some questions being asked, so we might as well You all drive the radar, just an FYI. I will say, though, in this vantage point right here, we only have 47 lightning strikes. That's a good indication that the storm is weakening, and we will eventually begin to see improving weather conditions, or at least the storms will begin to die down a little bit more. So that's great news. So right now we just have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. Farragut is going to be rocking and rolling for a little bit, but this cell is not severe thunderstorm warned. And so just some heavier rainfall right now from Ball Camp, Carnes, West Hills, Farragut, right over the interstate, Ashley Oaks, Cedar Bluff area. So some torrential downpours showing up where we're seeing rainfall rates inside this upwards of 3 inches per hour. Thanks, Caden. Mom home? Yeah. So we got 3 inches per hour out of that storm moving its way in West Knoxville. Out of the storm to the north, though, we're getting rainfall rates much higher than that, upwards of 3 to 6 inches per hour. You live in Hardin Valley? Hardin Valley is probably going to be, may escape this one there. It may escape this one. Just got the lightning notification. Lightning, thunder, and Powell, but so far no rain. If you're new to the platform, thanks for tuning in here this evening. Appreciate it. My name is Mike Witcher. I've been a meteorologist here for a very long time. We do all digital weather now. East Tennessee Weather is the fastest growing digital weather platform here in East Tennessee. And it's all weather and only weather. So if you ever just want just weather information, East Tennessee Weather is your one-stop shop. We've got 82 Witcher Weather Watchers that help the platform out. Let's show you what it looks like from Hardin Valley. This is looking at the storms to the north. And again, more storms moving their way back into Hardin Valley, but this is looking northward towards, say Oak Ridge and of course the storms further to the north. Now we've look at all the lightning. Look at that lightning show showing up. So we've got a lot of lightning showing up in and around Hardin Valley, and that lightning strike was just outside, just to the west of Hardin Valley anyway. So again, you don't have to be in the center of the cell, in the center of the storm to see the effects of lightning in and around your area. We've got the lightning has decreased a lot though compared to what we had just a little bit ago. This back to the radar. We've got 60 lightning strikes now within the last 5 minutes, which is good. That's improving. We've got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings that are ongoing right now for Scott County and Campbell County till 9:45. The southern parts of Campbell County, as well as, I guess that's it for, I guess they've taken Anderson County out of that now. So right over Caryville, La Follette, again, Norris Lake, we've been seeing some incredible lightning show. So what you're looking at here on the screen, that's a live view from Hardin Valley, looking northwest towards those storms right there on your screen. But if we come back down to this cell right here, we'll switch cameras for you, and we'll show you what that looks like. So this is the East Tennessee weather camera, and I'll show you Fox Road Marina. So that's Fox Road Marina. That's right there in West Knoxville. So Fox Road Marina, not necessarily getting the bulk of it, but we have a lightning show out there. That is for sure. And again, the storm that's kind of moved its way over Farragut area was started in Maryville. When I take a radar loop over the last hour, you can see how that moved its way off the mountains. See how that progressed its way northward. Let me get this out of the way a little bit. Let me widen the view. See how that progressed its way off the mountains from just right outside of Townsend. It developed, moved its way over Wallen, Maryville, Louisville, Friendsville, and now working its way northeast towards over Farragut and Carnes and back into the Hardin Valley area. So we're going to be watching that one. That one's been packing a punch for sure. It is not severe thunderstorm warned. We've had a slew of severe thunderstorm warnings and also special weather statements. But at this hour, we only have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. So I would imagine here we're losing daylight. Sun's starting to go down. It's 9 o'clock at nighttime. We're going to start losing the energy in the atmosphere. Things will quiet down. But I do want to point out that this is a possibility of what could potentially happen tomorrow as the storms develop off the mountains, roll into the valley, plateau, and kind of merge somewhere in the valley. And the thing is we'll have to watch a little extra carefully tomorrow, because the storms out there this evening are going to leave many cold pools of air around the area. They're called outflow boundaries, and those are invisible little cold fronts at the surface of the earth. You can't see them. But what they do is they act like a focus mechanism to lift the atmosphere and produce showers and thunderstorms. So while they may develop in the mountains, as that air comes in to the outflow boundary, it can force it to rise in this very unstable environment that we've had all week long and produce those showers, very similar to what we're seeing out there right now. Lightning was absolutely crazy in South Caravel. Let's see, where'd you say? South Caravel's just South Caravel anyways, just a few minutes ago. And now it's raining cats and dogs here in Jacksboro and Caravel. It is definitely, it is right there on the screen. It's raining like crazy. I appreciate the report, Dustin. Sevierville's getting some rain showers now. All right, there we go. So again, we still have enough energy that some of these showers and thunderstorms are starting to fire off. I've got a couple over there, and one moving its way right over the 407 exit to Kodak anyways, and just outside of Sevierville and Pigeon Forge over in the mountains. So we're just up between Richards Cove, the Reagantown, Cherokee Hills, Walnut Grove area, 411. So it's south of 411 and east of 441 right now. So we'll see what that one does. It may get its act together and may fire up like the one that's been moving out of Maryville into West Knoxville and the Carnes area. But again, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Rainfall rates have been upwards of 3 to 6 inches per hour. So just some solid downpours. Some of you are just getting walloped here. Let's show you another camera here. We'll take you to... So here's a live view from Townsend. I'll take you back out to Stardust Marina, where it is. Folks are out on the boat right now, and it is a lightning show. Get off the water, my friends. Get off the water. You do not want to be on the water. Look at that. That is incredible. You do get off the boat, please. Can we just now get off the boat? That's probably, I think they're probably trying to, I hope. Hopefully they don't take off back out into the water, but it looks like they are. Let's play it safe this holiday weekend, please, my friends. That just does not seem like the safest thing to do right now. We're going to follow them. See where they're going. We're going to follow that boat. Because, sometimes as a meteorologist, you just wonder. I just don't understand people sometimes. I apologize. I shouldn't even say that. But you're out on a boat, and it is clearly not a time to be out on the boat. I don't get it. It's an incredible lightning show out there. I'm just wondering if they're coming around the corner over there. I don't know where they went, but they should be off. These guys are just standing outside. If you can see it, if you can hear it, look at that. Look at the lightning show. It is incredible. But again, I just don't highly recommend standing next to water during a thunderstorm. There goes a boat. You can see a boat off in the distance. You see that boat off in the distance? Oh, please be safe, people. Please be safe. Oh, that boat is going. Did you see that lightning strike? Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. This is just not something I want to sit here and watch on live TV. But we're going to watch it together. You can still see those boats off in the distance. Do you see those lights right there? Right here. Those are 2 boats right there. I mean, you got people right here at the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and they're just standing outside. Thanks, Don. I appreciate your report. I would agree with you, Brenda. It's nice that Dustin. Rain just started pouring at Orange Hat. Let's take that Orange Hat camera, shall we? I don't even want to get off this camera. This is just insane. Did you see that lightning strike at the last second there? Did you see that? My goodness. It's pouring in Hardin Valley again. So Hardin Valley is getting some heavy rain. See what that looks like. Not a severe thunderstorm warning though for Hardin Valley. So again, right there, Solway, Carnes, Ball Camp, Hardin Valley, Orange Hat. You can see it's pouring rain right there from my camera there. Let's go back out to Stardust Marina because this camera, I mean, the lightning is absolutely insane right now. I don't necessarily know that my lightning strikes are actually a current or accurate. They don't seem to be very accurate. Well, yeah, they do. Look at all that lightning. Again, that's lightning within 5 minutes. I mean, this is incredible. This show is just incredible. I might go a little dark here for a second because I'm going to actually record this. This lightning show is just insane right now. So if I went a little bit dark, it's because my monitors went dark because I'm actually screen recording. So, I mean, and those folks, we saw those people on the water, did we not together? We did. Like just driving right into the middle of this lightning storm. I mean, this is insane. This is insane. We're going to take this full. This lightning show is insane. Might as well kick back and just watch from afar, I guess. Don't be like those people, right? Yeah, I hope they're getting home safely as well, my friend. Whew. That is just an incredible lightning show right now. It's just nonstop. What's up, Laura? That camera is at Stardust Marina on North Lake. Yeah, Brent, I'm a little baffled here this evening, my friends. I have no words. I have no words. I need a speaker. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, get off the water. You should. I mean, I think this is evidence that they should not be on the water. Am I wrong? Oh, danger zone, Florida. You may say that, but we just watched 2 boats driving right into this storm. So you may say that, but I'm a meteorologist and I've seen people die on the water from lightning storms. So you do you, my friend. But I don't know about you, but I don't want to be out in that. And if you do, then that to each their own, I guess. I'm just tuned in from Greene County. Let's go ahead and take a look at. No, Greene County's fine. Greene County's fine. This is literally the storm of at hand right now. So I'll take you back to the radar here. And again, I'll leave that camera up on the screen. So what you're looking at, that incredible lightning show, is this storm right now moving its way over Norris Lake and further to the north, La Follette, Huntsville, Oneida, Scott and Campbell County. It's now north of Caryville, Sharps Chapel and Union County. So Big Ridge State Park area. Got a probably pretty good lightning show showing up in your area as well. I mean, the lightning is just nonstop right now. This is the storm right there that we're looking at from Norris Lake. Just insane. And again, I get it. It's far away, right? Like you can see where this camera is, just to the north of that, Norris. So my camera is like somewhere. It's at Stardust, so I'm blanking on exactly where it is, but it's like somewhere. I think it's right here. So let me circle that again. So I think it's right about here. So this camera is looking this way. So yeah, sure. The lightning is, let's say, oops. Let's get that off there. So let's say the lightning is, it's only 9.5 miles away. It's way too close to be out on the water. So danger zone, Florida. I don't know what you're talking about, but it ain't safe out on the water when there's lightning storms like this. That's all I'm saying. I know that was a legit strike, wasn't it? It was crazy. Sorry, I changed that at the last second. Thank you so much, Emily. I appreciate it. It's bad in Campbell County. So the National Weather Service has, has extended the severe thunderstorm warning now for Scott County until 9:45, for Campbell County until 9:45, and that does extend over into Claiborne County until 9:45. So when you look at the cities involved there, we've got Speedwell, Clarefield, Habersham, Jellicoe, Elk Valley, Winfield, Huntsville, Pioneer, La Follette, all those places. So looks like we've got somebody that wants to tune in. So stand by here 1 second. We've got... Oh, they just disappeared. Well, if you want to call back in, you can call back in. I'll get you back up on the screen. So I did have, if you have any reports to report to me, I have put it up in the chat itself, but I'll put it up one more time where we do have, you can clearly join the broadcast, come in, it will ring into the studio. I can bring you on the broadcast. So this is that, if you just click that code right there, put that in your URL, and guest.ecam.live A9224F6BB. I'll put that up on the screen if you want to put that into your URL, your computer, your cell phone, and you can join the live broadcast, give me a live weather update. But again, it's an incredible lightning show up into Campbell and Scott County. It is non-stop lightning. And again, if I appear a little bit dark on the screen here at this hour, it's because I am doing a screen recording right now, so I'm monitoring that camera. Garrett, all you can do is advise Mike, and you do a great job. Thanks. People have to make their own decisions, even if they are wrong. I don't disagree with you, my friend. Listen, I know, but when you see somebody, and I appreciate that, Garrett, I really do. But when you see people hitting the water, heading north, right into a storm that's been showing incredible lightning, it just seems to be, it just does not seem to be the smartest things of what people can do, but. Oh, it's just, I mean, this is, I'm just going to stick with this. This is just nonstop. I'll zoom out and check out the other ones. Okay, so now we have a special. So again, the atmosphere is just so primed that these little tiny cells. Now we've got a special weather statement for Granger County and Claiborne County that runs until 10 p.m. So we're going to be watching this cell that's coming in just off of Cherokee Lake. So if you look at the loop over the last 15 minutes, hey, is that Joni? Joni, I'll be right there with you. If you look at the loop over the last 15 minutes, you can see how it just developed right over Cherokee Lake, and now it's starting to work its way north. And so the National Weather Service issued a special weather statement. So heads up Rutledge and Thornhill. Anybody that lives along or will be traveling between Bean Station and Rutledge, make sure you stay weather alert. All right, we've got somebody that's going to give us a weather report. So let's see. Stand by. Joni, are you there? Maybe you need to put somebody in front of that camera before I take that camera live. If you can hear me, Joni. I don't know if you can hear me or not. So we'll just do this. And we'll come back here. And, oh, they disappeared. Okay, that's fine. I mean, this is just incredible. This lightning show. I don't think I've seen a lightning show like this in a very long time. And this is why I'm installing the largest camera network in East Tennessee, the largest weather camera network in East Tennessee. This right here is the reason why I do that. I've got cameras painted all over East Tennessee, up to 18 cameras that will soon be live to you on all my East Tennessee weather platforms, on the app and whatnot. But listen, if you are joining this evening and you have a great place for a location for a live weather camera, let me know. Hit me up, info@easttnweather.com or mike@easttnweather.com. We can install a camera. I'll give you all the info about it. But listen, I'm installing the largest camera network in East Tennessee so we can show you views like what's going on out there right now. Because without this camera, we could show you the radar all day long, which is impressive, but it would not give us the perspective that we're seeing. Again, let me take this full. So if you know of a great place for a live weather camera, let me know. info@easttnweather.com, mike@easttnweather.com. And we can get you and installed a live weather camera. And of course, I highlight these businesses. This is Stardust Marina. And let me just tell you that these cameras are 100% free. So if you want if you've got a great view and you live in an area that could use a live weather camera on the #1 growing weather platform, digital weather platform right here in East Tennessee, let me know. info@easttnweather.com, mike@easttnweather.com. But that is at Stardust Marina, Norris Lake, and an incredible lightning show taking shape right now. I mean, Lisa, isn't that lightning just not nuts? Garrett, I hope you have a great weekend as well, bud. It's finally calming down at Orange Hat. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate it. Are you at Orange Hat right now? Do they have the live broadcast of this going on at Orange Hat right now? Hopefully they do. I just don't want to get off this camera because I've just not seen lightning as much as I've seen that's ongoing right now with the storm just north of Norris Lake. And you can see somebody's coming in on a boat right now. Or going out. Are they going out? They're going out. There's another one. The lightning is literally, I mean, we are like, the nearest lightning strike is 7.3 miles away, according to my computer. Way too close to be out on a boat again. All right, let's come back to the. Jeez, that just is just insane. I just cannot get over this lightning show that we all get to experience together here this evening. Again, if you want people to experience this lightning show with us right here on the broadcast, like and share this live platform, this live update here, so it populates the algorithm, gets out to more people so they're aware of what's going on. But this is just a show that we could just all sit here and watch. Now, some of you are getting hammered. Scott County. We're getting incredible rain from Pioneer. So heads up. I would say heads up. Let's see. Anybody north? So we're going to go Oneida, Winfield, and we'll go Elk Valley. We've got Stanfill all next in line. Broyles, Stinking Creek, Habersham. You're next in line. So Habersham, this storm is roughly, the leading edge of it is like 2.5 miles away. So you got about 9 minutes or so before the storm moves its way into your area. So it's moving its way northward, slowly but surely. It's over Fincastle and La Follette right now, and just north of Jacksboro. So if you live in Smoky Junction, Caryville, Slick Rock, Ombre, Lake City, Norris, the city of Norris, that is, and most of Norris Lake is fine, but I wouldn't be on a boat right now, that's for sure. And you can see that boat just still tracking its way out into the waters. Sharps Chapel. I mean, this is just insane. All right, we still have a special weather statement too for areas of Rutledge and Thornhill. So we've got a nice little cell moving its way into that area. And again, if you want to join the broadcast and give me a live weather update, please, by all means, click that link I sent out. I'll find it again and put it up on the screen if you want to screen grab it. There it is. So if you want to go ahead and click on that, if you can click on it in the chat, it's in the chat. Just scroll through the chat and you'll find it. If you can't click on it, just copy and paste that and put it in your URL. And send me an update. All right, Pioneer, Elk Valley, they're all getting hail right now. So we're getting hail being reported. Thanks Ross. He's a Witcher weather watcher as well. So Elk Valley, you're next in line. Again, if we were to look at got hail, 1 inch diameter, half-inch diameter, Fincastle, possibly 1 inch diameter hail. Over just north of Norris Lake, we got half-inch diameter hail. And again, rainfall rates of upwards of 2 inches per hour. So this is really the story here. And you can clearly see that on the screen. Got some hail possibly showing up out of the Rutledge area as well. So this hail is going to be upwards of 1 inch diameter hail, maybe 1.5 inches in diameter. So Thornhill, Rutledge, heads up. You could have some damaging hail moving its way into your area. And up towards Kingsport, we also have a storm, not severe, not warned by any stretch, but Colonial Heights, Spurgeon, Kingsport, Bloomingdale could see upwards of half-inch diameter hail. When you switch back to the radar, we do have a good little cell right over the Colonial Heights area. So heads up Kingsport. You got a nice little cell moving its way into your area. This storm is stretching all the way to about 26,500 feet up. Severe hail, about 60% chance. Not necessarily looking at severe hail out of this one. So Colonial Heights, 8, though it's on top of you right now. I should say Kingsport at about 9:48 is when that storm's going to move on. The lightning show that's still going though, up into Campbell County and Scott County is just incredible. See what we have going on. So we don't have anything south. So these are the storms. Okay, so we've got storms in Granger County. We've got storms moving its way into Kingsport. We've got storms in Scott and Campbell County, just north of Norris Lake, and that's what you're looking at on your screen. You see that lightning strike? I mean, this is going to be some incredible video to post to social, that's for sure. Dan says 2,332 lightning strikes received in the last 3 hours, according to my Tempest weather station. Dan, thank you. That is insane. Hey, Dan, where are you joining us from? And if you want to join the broadcast, click that link, and you can join the broadcast. Here, I'll put it into the chat one more time. So there it is. I would love for somebody to join me on the broadcast to give me a live weather update if you want. So copy that URL, put it into your favorite web browser, and you can join the broadcast. You're welcome. I mean, it is just nonstop lightning. I'll try to grab some stills for sure. The camera quality on this camera at nighttime is not as good as some of my other cameras, but it has definitely a wider view than some of my other cameras as well. Sitting on the front porch in Jefferson City, and this lightning back towards Danger's dark, stormy skies. It's like the perfect night to sit on the front porch on a Friday night and watch a thunderstorm off in the distance, right? But to be on the water is definitely not one that you want to do. I mean, this show is just incredible. Somebody was asking about Knoxville. Knoxville's fine. Oak Ridge is fine. Just some steady light rain showers now showing up in Oak Ridge. Again, really nothing south of Campbell, Scott, and Granger County and Tri-Cities. So nothing south of that, and nothing's probably going to, even that one over towards Kodak, it's just kind of fizzled out. So you can see how that one's fizzled out. So I think we're going to see improving conditions once this moves its way north, but it is an incredible lightning show. You want to see a lightning show? My wife just got home from work. That's a late day. Yeah, it is. I mean, my Norris light camera is just on fire. I just can't believe all this. I can't either, Lisa. This is just insane to me. It has just been nonstop. That's why I can't take this camera off. Let me loop this here for you so get a better perspective of how these storms have been playing out. This is a 1 hour radar loop. Okay, let me just expand the view a little bit. So this is a 1 hour radar loop of that storm moving its way out of, I'll even show you a 2 hour radar loop. I think I could do that. And let me show you a 2 hour radar loop. We'll just take this back out to full, like all of East Tennessee. You can really see how the storms have developed. I mean, they were just nasty over Roane County. That's 2 hours. Let's go over 3 hours. Here's a 3 hour radar loop. So let's go over Here's a 4 hour radar loop. Ready? Watch this one. So you can see how they were developing to our south and then started to work and then just converged right there over Roane County, moved its way into Morgan and Campbell and Scott and Fentress County. That is the storm that we're looking at on the screen, which, by the way, that is a live view from Stardust Marina. That is one of the newest, by the way, cameras with the East Tennessee Weather Camera Network anyways. We're up to 18 cameras going to be available to you hopefully soon via the website and on the app itself. I do have a camera link on the app, but none of the cameras are really working right now. So we're working really hard in the background to bring those live to you front and center on the camera on the app itself. But what's really great is to be able to use these during live severe weather coverage, which we can clearly see is just been an incredible lightning show here tonight on Norris Lake. So folks are getting a lightning show for sure. I'm sure folks are just kicking back, relaxing, and enjoying the calm weather from the dock, but shouldn't necessarily be out on the water. But that is crazy. Let's see if we have any photos that have showed up through Witcher's pictures. So let's see here. We've got so Daryl Disney, storms rolling in this evening in Oliver Springs. So here's one from Daryl Disney. Daryl, I appreciate you sharing this one with us. So we've got some nasty storm clouds. All right, we've got somebody that's going to join us live, hopefully, unless it drops out. We've been trying. We've been trying to bring you on. So we're just going to do this live on the air. Oh, they just dropped out. Man. Okay, there we go. Courtney, don't go away, Courtney. Courtney, you're live on East Tennessee Weather. How are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Tell us where you're joining us from.
Sharp Chapel.
All right, so we can see now we've got double lightning doses going on with my camera up on Norris Lake and now your Sharps Chapel view right there. I mean, it is an incredible lightning show. Have you seen something like this in a very long time? I have not seen something like this in a really long time, I feel like.
No, it's crazy. It got dark really quick here.
Oh,
So
that was awesome.
that was awesome. So you're joining us from Sharps Chapel. So again, I'm going to bring this up here. We'll bring this down to the current view. So you're looking off to the north and west towards La Follette and Habersham. So you can see Sharps Chapel right there in the center of your screen. And so you can see her video. I mean, this is just incredible. It's nonstop, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, how was the weather when it moved through its way through Sharps Chapel? Did you get any big boomers, or you guys were kind of just on the extreme eastern side of the big stuff, right? You didn't get a ton.
Yeah, we've not really had any rain. It's just, it got really dark really quick, and then the lightning started.
I mean, that's just insane. Anyway, you want to call back and turn your camera sideways for me so we can get a better view sideways on that?
Let me see if it will turn. Will that work?
No, it won't. Oh, yeah, maybe it will. Maybe it did flip. I didn't think it would flip if you had
Yeah.
already called in. So hold on. Let me bring that up here.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that. I didn't know you could do that on the fly. See, I learned something new every day too. So that's a live view right now from Courtney's phone from Sharps Chapel, looking towards that storm, towards La Follette and Habersham, Clarefield, Elk Valley. How's the wind? Is the wind calm where you are?
Yeah, there's not really much wind right now.
Not much wind, and you didn't get much rain. All right, tell us about your
Point
4th of
over
July
there to the
festivities
flag.
this weekend. What are you
Sure.
doing?
Cookout tomorrow and watching fireworks tomorrow night.
Where are you going to watch fireworks from?
Probably Cedar Grove Marina.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Heck yeah, that's great. Well, I've got 2 cameras up there, you know. I've got one over at Beach Island Marina. We've got a camera over there as well. So we're really getting a lot more cameras up at the marinas. Do you guys go out on the water much?
Oh.
No, we don't.
No. Do you have my East Tennessee weather app?
I do.
Courtney, yay! I was going to say, if you're calling in, you know, what were you watching the platform on tonight?
Well, I was actually just scrolling through Facebook, and your weather alert popped up through the app on my phone. So then I started watching your live feed.
Well, that's exactly how it should work. I really appreciate you, Courtney. And is that your
Thank
husband in the
you.
background?
Yes,
Well, tell your husband I said hello.
What's up?
What's his name? Hey, what's up, buddy? What's your name?
James.
James?
Randall.
Randall, nice to meet you,
Well,
man.
she calls me James. She's the only one that gets away with it.
Well, people call me other names too, but we won't even go there. How about that?
Oh, you cut out.
Uh-oh. We're losing connection.
You're losing connection. That's okay. I really do appreciate you tuning in here
know
tonight.
if you
Thanks
can
so much for
still
the
see
support of
us.
East Tennessee weather. Thanks for giving us a live view from Sharps Chapel. I hope you both have a
you.
great night and enjoy your
Thank you.
weekend. All right, y'all. Have a good night. That's awesome. I mean, that's what it's all about, my friends, right? This is community. This is what we're doing. And now we'll take you back to Stardust Marina, just a little ways away, not too far away from Sharps Chapel on Norris Lake. And so looking at that same storm. And the lightning has not stopped. Insane. And again, I apologize if I'm a little dark on your screen here. I'm actually doing a screen recording of the lightning on a different computer monitor. So you're going to be at Beach Island Marina tomorrow. Well, when you do, go give Justin a high five and tell him that it's from me. Would you do that for me, Jenna? We were just over at Beach Island on Tuesday. We took my brother and his family out on the lake and rented a boat. It was a lot of fun. But go give those guys a big shout out for me, will you? And my camera's right there on the back deck that looks out. I would change cameras, but I'm not going to change cameras right now because I'm recording this other one. All right, we've got another somebody else that wants to join us here. So let's give me 1 second here, Dan. Dan, are you shooting horizontal? Yeah, you're shooting horizontal. All right, we've got Dan. You're live with East Tennessee weather. Tell us what's going on, buddy. Can you hear me, Dan?
County.
Hey, buddy, where are you joining us from?
I'm getting from West Knox County and Loudoun County, Knox County line.
All right, yeah, you joined us last time.
Just Target. Yeah, what you
Yeah.
got? Let me tell you exactly what's going on.
How were the
Listen up,
storms in your
listen.
area, buddy? They were pretty much rocking and rolling
Well,
in West Knoxville for a little bit, right?
yeah, I mean, let me switch the volume real quick. I said, yeah, so we had a lot of light. Just tell you what we had. We'll have to,
I'm having a little hard time hearing you. I appreciate you calling in, though. Dan, I hope you have a great night, and I hope you have a great holiday weekend, my friend.
okay. All right, let me just, yeah, I'm coming from West Knox County, and basically we had lots of lightning,
Lots of
and
lightning.
if you want, I can show you my weather station up in the pole.
And Dan, I always appreciate your reports, so thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, my friend.
Thank you.
But the good news is West Knox County is doing just fine, smooth sailing for the rest of the night. But watch out for those storms tomorrow, okay, Dan?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, buddy. You have a great holiday weekend, okay?
You too. Take care.
All right, you too. Bye. All right, we'll take you back outside and show you what it looks like from Stardust Marina. Again, you can see the lightning show off in the distance. From this camera vantage point, by the way, roughly, let's see, right about here, the nearest lightning strike is roughly 11 miles away. 11 miles away, about 11 miles away. So, again, the nearest lightning strike with that from where this camera is still only 11 miles away. That incredible lightning show is showing up from that storm system right there in Campbell County, where we do have a severe thunderstorm warning now for Campbell County and Claiborne County that runs until 9:45. So severe thunderstorm warning for Claiborne County and Campbell County till 9:45. So heads up, Elk Valley, you're going to be kind of clipped by this on the extreme western side of it. Heaviest rain is moving its way through Habersham right now. The storm is running about 43,000 feet. Hail size could be upwards of an inch and a quarter potentially. And so when you look at the when I look at my Barron button here, I'll just go ahead and click on that. About a half an inch hail there, and maybe about 1 inch diameter hail just outside of Speedwell. So the potential for severe hail does exist with this storm out of just outside of Speedwell, Clairfield, Jellicoe, Elk Valley, moving its way towards Habersham. So heads up, Habersham, some strong gusty winds, an incredible lightning show from La Follette and anywhere in between. Folks are going to be able to see this one from miles and miles away, as we've been talking about that. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning for Scott County, so Winfield, Oneida, Pioneer, you are included in that. However, if I switch back over to the radar, now you can see Pioneer, you're in the clear, and conditions are improving for Scott County right now, so that's great news to pass along. So I would say a weakening storm system, and that severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 9:45. National Weather Service is going to naturally let this expire. But that is the storm with the screen right there. You can see a boat is coming or going. Is that boat coming or going? I was not paying attention. And remember, with the East Tennessee Weather app, you can actually see the lightning strikes on the interactive radar, which is really cool. You could do storm tracks on the interactive radar. The interactive radar gives you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours, which, by the way, is going to be something like this. Let me show you what that looks like. So what I'm going to show you is what you can get on the app itself. It gives you a 2-hour future cast based on what's going on right now. So take a look at that storm and look at the storm structure, okay? And now if I switch over to our future cast of 2 hours, which is available on the app itself, watch how it's picking up on almost exactly. Let's go back to, there's velocity, or there's reflectivity. Now we go back to the future cast. Not bad, right? So now I push play, and this is going to be a 2-hour future cast. So you can see over the next 2 hours, it's going to be, it's a slow mover, right? So still over the next 2 hours, it's going to be moving its way into Jellicoe, hopefully moving its way out of Habersham, and working its way into southern Kentucky. So that's your 2-hour future cast, a great tool on the East Tennessee Weather app. And if you don't have the app itself, I will throw a link into the chat if you don't happen to have the app. And here we go. We'll throw this in, and then you can click on that when the broadcast is done if you can't do it ahead of time. So there we go. I just threw this into the chat itself. You can click that link, one link, .to./EastTN weather. And no matter if you have Android or iPhone, that will take you to the correct app store. And so make sure you go download the app. It's a great app. It's all weather all the time. It's a wealth of weather information. I know some folks have complained about the advertisement on there, but I can't make it free for you if I don't have advertisements from, by the way, local advertisers right here in our own backyard. So, it'd be great. You can see them they've been scrolling right below me the entire time. So big shout out to all of my advertisers that believe in what I'm doing and allowing this to be a free product to you, because I think weather should always be free. You should never have to pay for weather information unless you're buying some crazy weather app that you need to pay for a subscription. But my app can be just as good, if not better, than some of those other weather apps. And it's, again, 100% free thanks to all the local advertisers. So thank you so much for all the support. And again, if you like the East Tennessee Weather Platform, if you like what I'm doing, of course, I left local TV 3 years ago, started this all-digital weather platform to become the #1 platform for weather forecasts and updates for us here in East Tennessee. Live updates all the time, clean, simple, easy to use, efficient, and hopefully everything that you want from a weather app. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, but nothing is perfect, right? We're always going to find something to complain about. But if there is something that's bothering you on the app, make sure you send me an email, info@easttnweather.com. If you have issues with the app, you can go to click on the cog wheel in the top right and go to support and send a support an email. That actually sends me an email with a token from your cell phone that I can send to the app developers, and they can fix the problem. So some great stuff. Teresa, I appreciate you. Let's see. Nurse friend from Park West just posted damaged pictures from Roane County. Trees down, says carnage. Did she post that through the app itself? Let's come back to the app. And what's cool, again, you can submit these photos and I can share them live on the broadcast. I get to pull your information up on the broadcast as well, because you all help tell the weather story. I'm not quite sure what you're saying there, Dustin. So I don't see any photos that were uploaded of any damage. Well, maybe, hold on. I don't have any damage photos. Maybe they just haven't uploaded yet. What's up, Tom? What are you trying to say here, Dustin? I'm confused. For the live, that is sorry. Oh, the live link to jump on with you. Sorry. Oh, there you go. I was trying to find out the rest of the conversations. It was kind of mixed in, and I can type in your name, Dustin, and find out exactly what you were talking about. So, Mike, if you want me to jump in from Jacksboro, I'll try. Drop the link where I backed out of it. Okay, here, hold on. I will drop the link. Oh, well, we've got Dan on here. Dan, okay, there we go. Dan's gone. So, Dustin, this one's for you. I just put it into the chat. So, if you want to join me on the broadcast, by all means, please do. So there you go, right there. So there is the link if anybody wants to join us and give me a live weather update. Okay, I'll get off the Futurecast. That, by the way, is you've been taking a look at a Futurecast of 2 hours based on what's going on out there right now. We come back to the radar. And again, this is the Futurecast. That's great. Okay, National Weather Service has now added or extended the National Weather Service to include more of the Powell Valley area. So this is going to include Harrogate, Powell Valley, Clarefield, Speedwell, Habersham, Jellicoe. This runs until 10:30. So severe thunderstorm warning until 10:30. That is the newest one. We still have a special weather statement, but this will be allowed to expire. Those storms are dying down. And then we still have storms up in Kingsport for you folks joining us from the Tri-Cities area. No severe weather, just some good solid downpours between Churchill, Kingsport, Bloomingdale, and Colonial Heights. And so no severe weather up there. No severe weather in Chattanooga. Remember, I do cover all of East Tennessee as best as I possibly can. But the heaviest rain, the weakening storms over into Scott County. So Oneida moving its way northward. And then, of course, we've got the strongest storm moving its way right over Habersham, Speedwell, Powell Valley, Clearfield, Jellicoe. So heads up, you folks, because that storm is moving its way into your area. So, all right, Dustin, let's see. Are you sideways? Are you vertical or sideways? I can't tell. I think you're, oh, we'll figure it out on the fly. All right, Dustin, you're live. East Tennessee weather. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, Mike?
I'm doing well. Can't really see you much, but tell us what's going on. Where are you, and what do you see?
So getting just crazy lightning. I don't know why that's not picking up. Let me try to flip this around.
I don't know if you can flip the camera around. You might have to call back in, but there we go.
Call me and let's call back in.
All right, yeah, call back in. All right, so we'll bring Dustin back to the conversation here in a second. A lot of lightning in Maynardville. Thanks, Tammy. Where do you send pictures? You can send them. You can email me pictures if you want. info@easttnweather.com, or you can upload those through the East Tennessee Weather app. So if you go to the app, you can actually, I don't know if I can. Give me 1 second. I might be able to. I don't think I have that ready to go. Nope, I don't have it ready to go. Well, anyways, I was going to show you how to do it, but there's a wealth of weather information. Anyways, if you have the app, just go down and scroll to submit photos like this one. This one just came in from Billy Payne from earlier drone photos, Paulette in Union County looking towards Campbell County. I mean, this is awesome. You can look at that rain shaft. That's from Paulette in Union County looking towards Knoxville. That's Paulette in Union County looking towards Knoxville when that storm was coming in earlier. That's Billy Payne. Billy, I appreciate you. Here's another one from earlier drone photos, Paulette, Union County looking towards, oh, that's the same one. Here's one from Billy Payne, earlier drone footage again. Dustin, I'll be right there. So that's cool drone footage for sure. Dark, ominous looking skies is what that is. I mean, it's been just nasty tonight, and we knew that was going to happen. We knew that we were in for a water-loaded atmosphere. It's just a matter of if we could get there. Right. So that's again a live look there at these people just still hanging outside, and the lightning is really close. But again, it's off in the distance, but just super duper close. All right, let's go ahead and I think Dustin, you're back up. Yeah, you are. All right, let's go ahead and bring Dustin back to the conversation. Dustin, go ahead.
Hey guys. So it's kind of slowed down a little bit here in the past just couple minutes, but it's been absolutely nonstop. I mean, there's a pretty good view. Looking back, probably southeast a little bit, so kind of towards North Lake from here. So.
Okay, where are you at?
I'm right here, Jacksboro Caravel line right now.
Jacksboro Caravel line. Okay. Okay, so you're looking off. Okay, so there we go. I'm just trying to get my bearings here. So, just so you can all see where Dustin's calling from, he's right in this area on the bottom left-hand side. Oops. Back to the live. Let's get that back on there. Is that not showing up? Interesting. Anyways, Dustin's right there, the Caravel Jacksboro area. I was trying to circle something on the screen, but it wasn't working, Dustin. Anyways, incredible lightning show. How was the weather when it moved into? I mean, you said you were hammered pretty hard. Do you happen to know how much rainfall you got?
I do not. We didn't get a whole lot, just enough to kind of wet the ground a little bit. It rained pretty good for maybe 10 minutes, and now
Oh.
it's just a little bit of a sprinkle here and there.
Okay. Yeah, and I think, you actually have a nice little cell just to the south of you, so you might get a nice little downpour coming in here in just a few minutes. Again, I've circled where you are on the screen, and you're looking to the north and
Correct.
northeast towards Habersham. But again, yeah, you get a nice little cell. Just nothing severe, but just a nice little rain shower that's going to come right back in. But yeah, you can see that lightning show off in the distance. That's some pretty awesome stuff. That Norris camera, I tell you, I'm gonna have to do some screen grabs of some of the slow mos or something on that, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's incredible. Dustin, I appreciate you calling in this evening. What are you doing for the 4th of July?
I probably just hang around a little bit, maybe throw a little bit on the grill and watch all of the shows I can get to.
There you go. Well, I hope you have a great holiday weekend, friend.
You as well, sir. Have a good one,
All
guys.
right. Yeah, you too. All right. That was Dustin joining us from the Caryville, Jacksboro area. And you can see a little bit more rain starting to work its way back into that area. We were looking from his camera to the north and northwest towards Habersham. Habersham is just getting hammered right now. I mean, the lightning show from this Stardust Marina camera on Norris Lake has just been non-stop for, I don't even know how long I've been recording this. Again, I'm probably a little dark on screen because typically my computers light me up a little bit more. But we have been watching this camera and it has just been insane. You do have the app. Well, if you upload it, just go down to submit photos. Night Diva Maria, and you can submit it there. And I'll check in on those. I get them all the time. It may take a second or two for them to come through, but we do have these photos coming through. Here's one from Cameron Evans. La Follette Upper Valley, insane clouds that appeared out of nowhere. Those are some pretty insane looking clouds there. You can see it's just warm, moist air being pulled up into that storm is what does that. That's not tornadoes. It's tough to tell with photos a lot of times. When we get photos in, it's really hard to diagnose them. We don't know the direction, where the person is. There's a lot that needs to be taken into account when you look at a photo to diagnose it for severe weather, whether it be tornadoes or whatever it may be, right? And so a lot of times when you get these clouds like this, scary looking clouds, kind of scud clouds, if you will, you're getting warm, moist air getting pulled up into the storm, but it's not rotating. Okay. None of these storms are really rotating. They're just good, solid summer storms that have put on an incredible lightning show, as we have all been seeing here live on East Tennessee Weather tonight. Oh, here's a great one. This one's from Treva. This is La Follette. Oh my gosh, this is an incredible shot. How about that one? That's awesome. That is just awesome. All right, here's one from Brianna Hacker from Speedwell. So Brianna Hacker from Speedwell. And that's that one. We've got, let's see. I guess that's the only two. Oh, no, here's one. This is La Follette about 30 minutes ago at 9:44. So this is about 40 minutes ago or so. This is from Cameron Evans as well. This is a shot. That is for sure. That's you combine the lightning with the scary looking clouds that we just showed you. That's an insane shot. Good on you thanks guys for uploading those and using the app the way it's supposed to be used to share those photos to keep us all informed and safe. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so severe thunderstorm warning continues here at this hour. If you're just now tuning in, if you're new to the broadcasts, my name's Mike Witcher. Been a meteorologist here in East Tennessee for a very long time. Left the local TV stations about 3 years ago. Started East Tennessee Weather, an all-digital weather platform, all weather, only weather. So if you like the weather, if you need the weather for whatever you do in life, which is every single day of our lives, it's the one thing we all have in common, right? It's the one thing we can't escape, really. And we have to deal with it for the rest of our lives. And so if you want a good, solid weather platform, make sure you go download that East Tennessee Weather app. I'll just leave that one right there. Thank you very much. You're very welcome, screenwriter. Are you a screenwriter, really? Happy 250th. Yeah, everyone stay safe. It's been a phenomenal lightning show. Lightning starting to pick up in New Tazewell. Got a bit of rain. Thanks, Jacob. I mean, the lightning show from this camera has just been nonstop. Nonstop. Okay, did you just see that lightning bolt come down to the top of that hillside? Did you just see that? That is my point when I was talking about earlier about how you got to be careful. And actually, that lightning, there we go. So, I mean, you just don't know. And that's why when we saw those boats going out on the water and now somebody else is getting out, it looks like somebody else is either docking or getting back out on the water. I'm not quite sure. But hopefully they understand the dangers. Hi, guys. Yes, sir. No, go ahead. Have fun. You're welcome. Kids were asking to go light some fireworks. The legal kind, of course. Captain, are you in here? Are you going out there? No. All right, will you close the door, please? Well, I want to go be part of the adventures. It's hot in here, too. I don't know why my air conditioner's not on all the way. I'm getting hot. Well, and probably most of them, actually, to be honest with you, Chad. Sorry about that. But it's true. It's true because I can. And I will continue to work hard every single day for you all to create the best weather platform I can possibly create for us here in East Tennessee. All right, so we've got some heavy rain in Kingsport. We've got a couple of showers now working their way outside of Kodak. So Thorn Grove, Kodak, nothing severe outside of Seymour. Nothing severe at all. No lightning showing up out of that storm system so far. Got another little cell. Little lonely baby shower showing up outside of Walland. So we'll watch and see what those do here. But again, once the severe thunderstorm warning is done, we'll let you go for the night. But I am going to stick with this until the National Weather Service decides to declare this gone. And they have extended this severe thunderstorm warning into Kentucky as a special weather statement. Okay. So they've now, oops, what just happened to my map? Oh, never mind. It got moved. Sorry about that. Anyways, so again, special weather statement now for Kentucky due to the severe thunderstorm warning just down to your south. And again, rainfall rates have been incredible. Let's look at some rainfall totals. And if you submit those photos, I'll keep checking in on that. Just hit me up and let me know. Say, hey, Witcher. All right, so we got some heavy rain, but we also have the potential for, some hail upwards of 1 inch to 1.5 inches moving its way into Clairfield. So something to kind of keep in mind there. When you look at the radar, that's where the strongest part of the cell is. That cell, once this little skit updates and gets to the center of the storm, but 1/2 inch diameter hail 90% chance. The storm is at 35,500 feet. And the BTI is 2.3, so don't worry about the BTI. It's tracking to the northwest at 20 miles per hour. Max DBZs, the max part of the storm system, is at 14,900 feet, by the way. And the Ville, 2.5. I mean, we've got incredible amounts of rain showing up with this. And when you look at the rainfall totals here over the last 6 hours, of course, we're going to continue to get some updates as we do, but just outside of Habersham, 1.7, north of La Follette, 2.1 inches of rainfall. Over towards Harriman, that's where we got hits, and outside of Morgan County, upwards of 4.2, outside of Blair and Harriman, about 2.2 inches of rainfall. So again, up into parts of Fentress County. In Fentress County, we've got 2.6, 2.5. Outside of in parts of Anderson County, Oak Ridge, Hardin Valley area picked up about 1 inch of rainfall. So some much needed rain. Now we need more of this down across the southern valley, not the northern valley. But that lightning show tonight from this camera, Stardust Marina, has been off the charts. Well, I appreciate you, Kayla. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming in and looking for updates. Thanks for trusting me. I know most people probably use multiple resources of weather, which is great. You got to find out different information, but I do appreciate you tuning in. And isn't that camera insane, Chad? It's just nuts. And you're welcome, by the way. Hopefully, Chad, you have the East Tennessee Weather app. Do you have the app? Tell me that everybody that's commenting on social media here tonight actually has my app. It's the #1 downloaded app for weather here in East Tennessee. So we are cruising right ahead. Full steam ahead, my friends. There was no wind, then all of a sudden the wind picked up here at Speedwell. Thunder and lightning is bad. Well, yeah, because yeah, but it's just to the north of you, though, right? According to the radar. The lightning and thunder is bad up towards, Clairfield. Harrogate, I'll be curious. They included you into the severe thunderstorm warning. But I don't necessarily know that we have a need to be in that warning so far. But again, the National Weather Service does a fantastic job. Big shout out to the National Weather Service tonight for working hard tonight, issuing all the watches and warnings, or all the warnings, I should say, and special weather statements. Wouldn't be able to do it without them, that's for sure, and I wouldn't be able to do this without you. Well, hello, Smith family in La Follette. You guys got hammered tonight, didn't you? Jeez. Skylar, what are you all doing for the 4th? What are you all doing for the 4th? Anybody got any outdoor plans? Going to be heading off to local events? Or are you heading to downtown for a festival on the 4th? We've got wind, thunder, lightning, and Harriman. Thought it was done. The sky got crazy in the clouds. In Harriman? Really shouldn't be much going on in Harriman. Harriman, you should be in the clear. You're very welcome. Thanks for joining me on YouTube. Hey, by the way, if you're a YouTuber and you'd like to get on YouTube, I'm on YouTube as well. You can go smash and subscribe to YouTube. Make sure you click the bell for notifications, because every time I upload, it's literally your fastest way to get the latest forecast updates. When I update a photo, the newest video every time, you will get an update if you go subscribe and click the bell for notifications. I don't always want to bug people on the app itself saying, hey, here's a new update. Hey, here's a new update. Hey, here's a new update. When I do that, only during inclement weather, I want to keep my notifications on the lower side if at all possible. But you will get notifications for inclement weather when lightning's near you. With all this lightning, my app, whoever has my app up into Campbell County and whatnot, probably is just the app is blowing up with lightning strikes. Oh, yep, there's another light. Oh, yep, there's another one. But don't ever shut those off. Because if you turn them off, then you're not going to get the notifications. You're not going to get updated on any inclement weather down the road. You might forget to turn them back on. But remember, East Tennessee Weather app travels wherever you go as well. So summer vacation, summer breaks, you can add up to 10 cities on the app itself. At the very top of the app, you'll see a little, like the location button anyways. Just click on that. And I always recommend, hey, listen, if you're going down to the beach, say you're going to Orange Beach, right? For a week before you go to the beach, put that into the app. So you'll be notified on what the weather's like down there leading up to your event. I did it when we went to St. John a couple of years ago, and we were getting excessive heat warnings every single day leading up. I was like, it's going to be a scorcher out there. And so then while you're there, if you have notifications and location services, you'll be notified of any inclement weather wherever you are. And then before you come back home, I always recommend watch a couple video weather updates that I do on the app itself. and then you can understand what kind of weather you're coming back to. So there's a really cool format that you could do to understand exactly what's going on. The lightning's picking back up, by the way, because of that guy right there at North Lake. I mean, of course, we can see all the lightning off in the distance, right? And there's still a lot of lightning, but the lightning has gone down to 22 lightning strikes over the last 5 minutes in this vantage point. Although, again, I think that's right. I mean, look, okay, watch this. This is going to be crazy. Ready? You're going to see it. Watch out. I'm going to change watch this. So look how much lightning shows up. Do you see all that lightning? So if I choose lightning over the last hour, in this vantage point over the last hour, we had, 500, 580 lightning strikes over the last hour. That's about how I could. Oh, no, that's, well, yeah, no, that's, okay, hold on. That's not true. So if I show you the last, whoa, 6 hours, you can see look at all the lightning over the last 6 hours. I mean, look at all the storms across the state of Tennessee. Those are all lightning strikes over the last 6 hours. So if we come back to East Tennessee and just show our DMA, our area, we have had 8,296 lightning strikes in the last 6 hours. Is that not insane? And then if you come up just to the northwestern sections of town, this is just covering East Tennessee. We've had 4,056 lightning strikes in the last 6 hours. That's crazy, huh? So now we've got 44 lightning strikes within the last 10 minutes. So now I've got that set to 10 minutes, and you can see the lightning show, while it's starting to, I was going to say it's starting to fade a little bit up there at North Lake, but not necessarily the case. Let's take that full. There's somebody on a boat again. Appreciate you, Dustin. All right, hey, listen, man, join in anytime you want. Anytime you want. I always see your comments on social media. I've had your app for the last year and am always referring it to other people. Thank you, John. John SK. Love it, buddy. Stephanie, appreciate you. As much as you appreciate me, I appreciate you. Things have settled down in Loudoun County now, or do we have more coming? So Loudoun County, no, you're good. You're smooth sailing for the rest of the night in Loudoun County. Now, again, we've got a couple of randos out there over towards Thornton Grove, Kodak. Nothing severe by any stretch. I'll go back to the map here. And again, that's just a severe county moving its way into Jefferson County, Thornton Grove area, Strawberry Plains, Armida, Skagston, all those places. Again, a couple of showers, but that's not the story. The story is to our north, and the National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement now for Tazewell, new Tazewell, that runs until 10:30. So these are all the places that are going to be in the path of the storm. So we've got Chestnut Ridge, Duo, Clouds, Bacchus, Cave Springs, Mason Springs, New Tazewell, Head of Barron, Hurst Mill, all those places in and around Claiborne County, as we kind of are zoomed away in. That's where the National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement. Could see some strong gusty winds associated with that. And we'll go back to the camera here for a second. All right, so we still have some, all that lightning is showing up just outside of La Follette, moving its way right over Fincastle again. So we'll come back here. And I guess my camera is frozen now. Well, let's go back to the weather wall. I'll fix my camera here. Stand by. All right, let's see if that camera's better now. Are we back? Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Okay, now we're back. Again, I've been screen recording all that lightning showing up there. So now my camera's going to get bright again. Here we go. Ah, there we go. Now you can see me again, huh? How about that? I was screen recording, so all my bright screens right here, shining a little bit of light on me. It looks a little bit better, doesn't it? I think so, anyways. So again, the severe thunderstorm warning is being shaved down. So now just for Jellicoe, Clairfield, but again, some of the strongest parts of the cells. The storm is really starting to fade away. Bryson Mountain, Fork Ridge, Kidwell, Hamlin Town, Clairfield, Holton, Morley, Highcliff, Jellicoe, all those places. Again, we're really starting to see a lot of a weakening, but where we are seeing a strengthening is right there over Davis Chapel, Fincastle, Victory, Alder Springs area, just north of where my camera is that's been pointing at this storm system all night long. But the information on this one is it's tracking to the north at 17 miles per hour. It is going to be in Habersham at 1040. Now, it's not severe warned right now. The cloud tops are at about 18,900 feet, so we're starting to lose the vertical development of these clouds, of these storms, which is great. But we could see some hail out of this as well. So when we look at the hail, half-inch diameter hail possible moving its way into Fincastle. Strong gusty winds. Doesn't look too strong there, but we're gonna get we got some strong winds probably. 28 mile per hour winds, 31. So we've got some stronger winds where we do have the stronger cells still showing up, but when we come back to the radar, again, we're losing the intensity of those. So we're beginning to lose the intensity. Now we got that one that was out of Kodak is now working its way towards Holston Hills and Arminda. So watch out for that. That's going to cross right over Interstate 40, 11E. If it holds together, it's been working its way kind of weirdly from Kodak. Started over towards Douglas Lake and Kodak, and started to work its way a little bit further to the west. Now, these storms have been a little bit different, right? They've not been your typical southwest to northeast storm motion, thanks to where our upper level winds are and how they're moving the storm motions. That's going to change a little bit tomorrow, and it's going to change again as we get into our Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. They are going to be coming in out of the west and southwest versus the east and southeast as they've been doing here over the last 24 hours or so. Last couple of days anyways. Well, we didn't really get much in the way of rain yesterday, but you're very welcome. Fourth of July is in the pool in your backyard. Well, you better watch it. The witchers might come down and bombard your backyard there, Brent. I keep threatening you that I'm going to come down and swim in your swimming pool, and I never do. How dare me? Did you get your fireworks? Fireworks supermarket. By the way, I was over there earlier today. Had a chance to get out there and take a nice little photo, go meet and greet those guys. They've been advertising on the platform, and they are open till midnight tonight and open till midnight tomorrow night. And they open the doors at 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning. So if you're looking for some fireworks, go check out the Fireworks Superstore. They've got 4 different locations, by the way. 4 different locations. So again, we're losing the intensity of the storms out across the Tennessee-Kentucky border. That's great news. They are beginning to die down. And the storm out of La Follette and Fincastle is still kind of holding together. Not severe warned or no special weather statement on that one as of right now. But we're going to watch that one. Here's a great picture from Betty. This is Betty Cooper in Scott County, Oneida area. She's a Witcher weather watcher, one of the 82 Witcher weather watchers. Sharing photos coming in from Scott County. Thanks, Betty. I appreciate you. Tom's gonna be doing a family cookout for about 30 people, huh? With a new recipe to try out, pulled pork egg rolls. Ooh, that sounds good. And lots of fireworks. Skylar's doing a family cookout with family tomorrow, then fireworks afterwards. Nice. When will this be in New Tazewell? Well, it's already there. So there it is. So again, a special weather statement. It's north of New Tazewell, north of Tazewell. So if you're from Tazewell or New Tazewell, you're just fine from here on out. You're very welcome, Edna. Brandon, have a great night. Have a great weekend, my friend. Lady First 7853, I subscribed on YouTube tonight for the channel, but have the app since it launched and shared with many of my friends and family. Happy 4th. Thank you for subscribing to YouTube. This lightning show has been insane, hasn't it, Crystal? What's up, Kenny Vloggins? Got a giant lightning storm in Carnes. Am I way behind on the chat? No. You can see it, but there's nothing. There's this little tiny guy in Carnes. The temperature drop was insane. That's that cold pool of air, which could help to spark off more showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Little outflow boundaries that will linger in the lower elevations, little mini cold fronts that just kind of linger around, and they could spark off more showers and storms. So we could potentially be doing this again tomorrow. Now, we don't necessarily have a severe weather threat tomorrow. Let me just double check and make sure that the Storm Prediction Center has not reissued anything for tomorrow. We just have general thunderstorms. The severe weather risk is for Tri-Cities and points further to the north. That's the severe weather risk for your 4th of July right there. You can see all the storm reports out there. Now, we haven't had a ton of storm reports here, although we have had some reports of some trees down. We haven't necessarily had a lot of storm reports showing up here tonight. But we have had some trees being knocked down. They've just not been reported, I guess, officially to the National Weather Service. Was at Taco Bell in Tazewell, 10:05. Lightning struck the transformer in front of Taco Bell and took out the power. Jeez, that's insane. Excuse me. You're very welcome, Lynn. Get a nice little shower at Big Baron. Lightning, heavy rain, wind, and lightning now. All right. Let's come back to the radar. So again, moving into the eastern side of Knox County, Holston Hills area, heads up. Just a nice little healthy shower. We've got 3 lightning strikes showing up. 3 lightning strikes showing up with that at this hour. Then we'll come back up here. We have that special weather statement for the Tazewell area, New Tazewell. Again, the heaviest part of the rain is to the north of you, north of Chestnut Ridge, moving its way over Bacchus. Let's go Vinsel Mill. Little Creek, heads up, Forge Ridge, outside of the state special weather statement. Anyways, again, we'll watch that one, see what the Weather Service does, and see if it ends up strengthening or weakening. If we look at a loop over the last 15 minutes, diagnose the storms as we go. It really hasn't changed necessarily in much status. It's kind of increased a little bit in heavier rain the last couple of scans. Whoa, that was insane lightning showing up. So again, we've got the heavier rain just outside of Fincastle or over Fincastle right now. Moving its way over South Highway 25. So Highway 25. The Kills area, Duff, Russell Fork. Heavier rain showers moving into that area. Right over 75, Pioneer and Elk Valley. We got some good solid rain. Stanfill, Terry Creek, Pioneer. So this is going to be moving its way towards Elk Valley and Broyles, Stinking Creek possibly as well. And then that severe thunderstorm warning has now been allowed to expire. But there we go. National Weather Service has just issued a special weather statement for the storm, for that little tiny guy moving its way into the East Knoxville, Holston Hills, Armida. So we're going to be watching this one, see what they do with this one. But it's tracking to the northwest at 17 miles per hour. The storm tops are at about 18,000 feet or so. Hail is possible, about 20% chance of hail, although just noticing the hail core that's starting to show up there. So when you look at the purples on the map, you can see the hail core. And so hail out of this one could potentially be upwards of an inch in diameter, which would be severe hail. So we'll see if the National Weather Service ends up throwing out a severe thunderstorm warning for this one. We'll see what the storms actually do. See, it does. I mean, with that hail core, they may be issuing a severe thunderstorm warning on this one here. So Armida is 1036, Skagston at 1045, and House Mountain area in Corrington right around 1050 here this evening. And that's a special weather statement as it stands right now. Storms up across the Northern Valley. Fincastle, that one's weakening. Elk Valley, that one's weakening. No severe thunderstorm warning there. The one just north of Tazewell, that is also just kind of hanging strong, but nothing too concerned about. But this is going to be moving its way into Harrogate. So heads up, Harrogate. This is going to be working its way into your area, right through the Powell Valley area, anyways. But again, I think those are going to be weakening and moving on out. The severe weather has now moved its way up towards Barberville, Kentucky. And then we'll be watching this one because this one's now starting to get its act together. Notice a little bit of an offshoot on that one. You can see over the last 15 minutes how that's kind of just now. Now the one moving over House Mountain is starting to strengthen a little bit. You see how that's working there? So again, that is what we're going to be watching. There we go, Sage. Thunder and fireworks in Strawberry Plains. So you can see Corrington right there on the map. So Corrington's not technically in the special weather statement, just outside of it. But again, you have those showers over House Mountain, Skagston area. So heads up, Corrington. That's probably going to move its way into your area. We'll see if it strengthens or weakens. Of course, you can track it with the interactive radar on the East Tennessee Weather app as well. And we're watching this one that's got a little bit of a hail core showing up. About 1/2 inch diameter hail. So 2 special weather statements. Severe weather is dying down, my friends. And with that, we'll probably just wrap things up. I'll be watching that one. I don't think we'll need to do anything else with that, but I guess we'll just stick with that for a second and see if the National Weather Service issues any sort of severe thunderstorm warning on that. Let's get another radar scan with this one. If it weakens, we'll probably let you go for the night. If it strengthens, they may be issuing a severe thunderstorm warning. Of course, then we'll have to watch that one. Don't know which one's the ooh and ah. I mean, the lightning show has been nuts tonight. Oakdale got slammed, trees down, and power lines down. Thanks so much, Brenda. I appreciate the report. So if you're joining us from Oakdale area, keep in mind there are some trees and power lines being reported down. Speaking of which, we'll take a look at power outages. Again, we got lots of power outages, so we'll switch. Let me switch this here. So we've got 5,000 in Morgan County without power, 3,000 in Fentress County without power, 400 in Scott, 1,000 in Campbell, 200 in Anderson, Roan, 4,500 in Cumberland County, 200 McMinn County or McMinn County, I should say 100. So again, we've got a lot. The strongest cell was moving its way through earlier today, anyways. Was moving its way through Oak Ridge. In Morgan County, that's where they just everything kind of converged together. Yeah. So we'll take a look at a future cast. So we'll do a 2-hour future cast on this one. And so you can see our future cast is picking up on what's going on out there right now. So as we play this in the 2-hour format, you can see how over the next couple of hours they're going to be continuing to track their way to the north and northwest. Will I come back on tonight to let us know about the weather? Sage, let's see, Sage. Yeah, Strawberry Plains should be safe to go to bed. Again, we're watching this cell right now just outside of Holston Hills. It could be seeing upwards of 1/2 inch diameter hail. Most of our hail has been further to our north, though. But again, most of it's up towards Tazewell. But again, starting to see some hail show up there. Outside of Holston Hills. So could be getting some hail there. By the way, that's a live view in the bottom next to me from Stardust Marina on Norris Lake. Appreciate you, Tom. Well, we'll welcome you back. Well, praying for your knee. My knee's on the downward scale too, so I need to go get an MRI. So that's one storm we're watching. Other than that, most of the other storms are starting to fade away and die. And so even though we have a special weather statement for Claiborne County until 10:30, that should be allowed to expire here in just a minute or so. But again, we'll see what the Weather Service does with this one. So I was going to show you the East Tennessee Weather app earlier. I just figured it out. So here we go. We can take the app full here. So that's what the East Tennessee Weather app looks like. You can see I'm broadcasting live front and center on the app itself. And then you can just scroll through it and get all the information you wanted. But I was telling you about adding their locations earlier if you happen to be with me. And right here at the top, you see that little button right there. If you click that, then you can add a location. So you can add anywhere in the country. So you can pick from the map. You can add a specific address. I always just mess around and say, okay, well, I could, and then you put it into the app itself. So say we're going to, say, Orange Beach, Florida. I don't know why that didn't show up. It may not show up here while I'm trying to do this on my phone. I'm sampling my phone here. But anyways, you put it in there, and then you can just slide this bar back and forth, and that will give you the different locations, which also, by the way, changes the interactive radar and the map itself, which is a really cool tool to be able to change the radar and the map itself. So, and check out the interactive radar. If you just click on the radar itself, there you go. If you push play, here's your past 2 hours. You get all the watches and warnings on there, and then it will pause. And now here's your future cast of 2 hours. And so you can really get an idea of how that really plays out and how that can help you. You can see all the lightning showing up as well. And make sure you click on lightning. So in order to do that, click on the top right-hand side of the cog wheel. Make sure you're on national radar. But I've got a slew of other products that we'll be able to use, and then hopefully a lot more coming to the market here soon. Then you click on overlays. There's all your alerts if you want the alerts on there. There's lightning if you want lightning. I recommend that. You can do storm tracks with the National Hurricane Center. I would recommend turning on storm tracks themselves right there, because when you come back to the radar itself, if there's a storm track to check in on, which I don't see one showing up here right now, you'd be able to click on it and give you a lot more information from the National Weather Service on what that storm is doing. So again, then you can click on this. If you click anywhere inside that box, there we go. You click on that little icon right there that looks like a check mark, exclamation mark. That's your warning. So if you click on that, it'll give you information about the special weather statement or the heat advisory. So if you click on the special weather statement, there's all the information from the National Weather Service. So it's a great tool to be able to find out exactly what's going on in your area. If you have iPhone, just click the orange TN and the white lightning bolt in the top left-hand side of the screen. That takes you back to the homepage. And there we are, broadcasting live front and center on the app here this evening as well. So it's a great tool, wealth of weather information. It's 100% free. Yes, I have to have advertisements on there, unfortunately, to keep it free and to keep the lights on here at the Witcher household. All right, special weather statement has been allowed to expire up across into Claiborne County, so that is a thing of the past now. We're just going to be watching this one storm that's kind of like building again as it moves its way towards Fountain City, Halls, Holston Hills, right there along 11W, 11E. So we've got John Sevier, Eastwood, Caswell, Happy Acres, Oak Grove in the middle of it right now. But points further to the north and northwest of it would be Bonta Vista Estates, Halls, Cedar Chase, Brookfield Acres, Huntington Place. We've got Harbison Crossroads, Blueberry Hills, Highland View. So all within that special weather statement. Cedar Crest North, Maple View, Cedar Flats. Now again, Harrell Hills probably going to be clipped by this. We'll see what that does. But again, I think places like Copper Ridge, Huntington Place, and Brookfield Acres will be definitely more so being clipped by this storm. Heavy rain. Special weather statement just says, hey, listen, we've got some stronger wind gusts associated with this. All right. So this was coming in from Madisonville. This is a classic lightning strike. Just peeling the bark off the tree. So that's a picture of a lightning strike, likely a lightning strike anyways, out of Madisonville. Crazy photo though, isn't it? Is Fountain City going to get the storms? Probably not. You can see Fountain City right there on the screen. Let me zoom out. So there's Fountain City right there. So probably not. You may be clipped if it kind of continues to swing its way a little bit further to the west. Is Bean Station getting any more storms tonight? No, I don't think so. Bean Station should be good. So this is basically the only storm that we have left that's like noteworthy anyways, that is still packing a little bit of a punch and going to be affecting folks. Looks like the lightning has really calmed down up there off of Norris Lake. So we can, as I say that, there's a big old lightning strike. What am I thinking? I mean, it's right. It's just to the west of you, or just to the east of you right now. So it is. It's probably not going to move its way into Fountain City. And again, it's not necessarily severe. It's just got a special weather statement. All right, so let's show you what it looks like from my Harrogate camera. So we've got a camera in Harrogate. And again, I'll just go up to Harrogate here because we're getting a pretty good lightning show and some heavy rain now showing up in Harrogate. So let's put this on the screen. There's a live look from Harrogate at LMU. And again, another great East Tennessee Weather Camera Network camera anyways. We're up to 18. And you're going to see some pretty good lightning showing up here from this camera in just a moment. So you can see the radar there on the screen moving its way right over the Cumberland Gap. The storm's shooting about 22,000 feet up. Cumberland Gap, it's moving into your area 1047, which is now. I mean, basically. The strongest part of the cell. When you get those, it just means the strongest part of the cell. The center of the cell, right where that skit is. Not necessarily the rain itself, if that makes sense. So the only thing that we have going on right now is a special weather statement until 10:45. It's now 10:37. So we should be getting good to go here in just a little bit, but I appreciate you all sticking with me here tonight. Again, we don't do any live weather updates necessarily in the morning. Wake Up with Witcher is typically Monday through Friday at 7:30 in the morning for a live weather update. If you have the app, I send notifications saying I'm live with a morning weather update. I do that at 7:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday. That's just so I can be with my kids early in the morning. Typically during the school year, I help take them to school or I help get them ready for the morning. We don't typically do an evening update unless we do live severe weather coverage. So we try to take the weekend off a little bit, or at least some downtime before we kind of get back to the swing of things again on Monday. Although the East Tennessee Weather app is always updated. All the platforms are updated constantly throughout the day, 7 days a week. And we're growing every single day. So if you like the platform, like and share things that you see on social media. Go like and subscribe and allow notifications from YouTube if you don't mind. Just search East Tennessee Weather. It's East TN Weather on YouTube is what it is. No, it's ETN Weather on YouTube is what it is anyways. And so and make sure if you allow the notifications from YouTube, every time I drop a new update, you'll be notified through email or text message or whatnot. So again, you can see the lightning showing up there in Harrogate. I do run a 24-hour weather channel, by the way, on YouTube, Roku TV, Amazon Fire. So if you have a Roku TV or a smart TV, you can download the East Tennessee Weather app for your weather for your smart TV. It runs the 24-hour weather channel, but when the 24-hour weather channel is not on, I'm on, right? Doing live updates or live coverage. So, whoa, look at that one. Whoa, that was a crazy lightning strike, wasn't it? That one lit up the sky. So great tool. Also, if you're a business or establishment and you put East Tennessee Weather up on your smart TVs for your patrons of your business, let me know. I will come out and give you a high five and a hug. We'll take pictures and we'll highlight your business on this platform because I think it's super important that every business needs to support every other business as we as patrons support the businesses by consuming the stuff that they have, right? So I think it takes a village here in this town, and we're all part of this community, and that's what we're trying to do is build the best weather platform for our community. And the biggest and largest network of cameras is my goal. And we're up to 18 cameras right now, being able to share with those to you live on the air as we've been doing tonight. Like that one right there, that lightning strike at LMU, Harrogate. You just got the app. It's really good. Way better than my other weather app. Awesome stuff. Look at the lightning show going on in Harrogate here at this hour. Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate you. How's Southwest Michigan looking? I don't know. Are we going to be seeing any rain in the morning? No, we're going to be crystal clear. Well, now with all this rain, we're going to have some dense fog likely to be the case first thing in the morning. Fog will burn off. We'll see plenty of sunshine. I don't anticipate any storms until well after the noon hour. They'll probably develop across the mountains in the Cumberland Plateau. And just like today, they could interact with some outflow boundaries from some of these storms, just kind of throwing some cool pools of air at their surface, and then just kind of stay there tonight. And that could be a trigger for some more storms tomorrow. And so we'll have to watch out for those. So tomorrow night could be similar to tonight, although I don't anticipate it to be as active as it was tonight. I do anticipate if we do have any storms, most of them should start to die down. But the fact of the matter is we have a lot of unstable air in place. It's been incredibly hot. And so that creates a lot of unstable, buoyant air. And when you have that, we've had that all week long, and we were talking about showers and thunderstorms, and there was a couple of days that we just didn't get anything. It's like the National Weather Service said the other day on their discussion in the morning, said, the weather around here recently has been like a bottle of soda with a cap on it. You shake it up and nothing happens. But if you open that bottle, it explodes, right? And so the atmosphere has been very similar to that here for the last couple of days, where it's been quiet, but then you have today, and it got a lot more active, which have been the case for the last couple of days with the severe weather threat and whatnot. So tomorrow now, with any of the storms, we're water loaded once again. So the Weather Prediction Center has actually put us under a level 1 risk for localized flooding and flash flooding. So we'll have to watch out for that. But again, Halls is going to get it. Fountain City, like the downtown Fountain City area is not necessarily going to get it. Right on the edge, though, you can see. Let's move this camera out of the way. Here, let me just take this full for you here for a second. And so you can see Greenway. Where'd Fountain City go? There's Fountain City. So it's just on the edge. So Harrell Hills, Beverly Acres, Cedar Chase, Rita, Oak Grove, and Beverly, all in the kind of the thick. Well, Rita's not, but all in the thick of it right now. Could be seeing some hail showing up just outside of the Greenway Drive, Anderson Road, Beverly area, Oakland, on the little areas on the outskirts of Fountain City. Anywhere, some of these neighborhoods. So if we are seeing that, that's probably going to be right there on Greenway Drive, somewhere around there. McCampbell Lane, Anderson Road. Moving up towards Corinth. So Mill Run, Halls, heads up Halls. You got a nice little healthy cell to your southwest that's moving its way into your area. Stillbrook and Bonta Vista Estates, all those neighborhoods. So the National Weather Service has extended this now until... No, they didn't extend it. It's in effect until 10:45. So if this goes away, I'm going to let you go for the night. We will be back tomorrow with updates tomorrow morning. I've got no wake up with Witcher, but we are going to do, I've got my 1 minute with Witcher. We have your extended forecast on YouTube, easttnweather.com, and the East Tennessee Weather app. I do my 1 minute with Witcher. I do post that to Facebook and social media. If you follow me on social media, don't forget to go follow Mike Witcher TV or East Tennessee Weather on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on TikTok as well. I post a lot of videos on TikTok. Not necessarily always the fun videos, but looks like this is going to fade away and this is going to expire. And there it is. It has now been officially expired. So here's what's going on around the area. We'll just take a wide view here. Storms are fading away. We'll loop this over the last hour, give you an idea of how they've been rolling on through. Heaviest and strongest rain has been all the way from Roane County to Anderson. Morgan County has got walloped with some of the heaviest rainfall. When you look at accumulations throughout the day today, you can clearly see who's gotten the heaviest rainfall, where some of those rainfall amounts have been upwards of 2, 3, 2.7. There's 2.9, 4.1 possibly outside of Morgan County, 2.2 outside of Roane County. Parts of Anderson County, over an inch of rainfall. Not much in Knoxville, but over where I live, we picked up about a quarter of an inch of rainfall or so. So we picked up some decent amount of rain in some spots. It's much needed rain. We are still in a drought, technically. Something to keep in mind as we head into the 4th of July weekend. You want to be safe. Definitely be safe as we get into the upcoming weekend. All right, my friends, we're going to cue some music. We're going to wrap things up here this evening. I sure hope you have a great night tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for believing in East Tennessee weather and what I'm doing for our community. And I sure hope you have the most amazing weekend ever. We have seen an incredible lightning show tonight. And as we head off here this evening, we're going to take it back up to, we're going to take you to, no, where do I want to take you here this evening? Let's take you to KMNV. Let's show you this beautiful view of Monroe County Airport. Smooth sailing and clear, but a beautiful sight of some airplanes. Wrap things up here tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. As I always end Wake Up with Witcher every single day, please be safe this weekend. Please be kind to each other. Life is short and it goes by incredibly fast. All we have is our community. So thank you for being a part of my community. And let me be a part of your community. It is a pleasure to serve you all the time here in East Tennessee every single day. You've been watching East Tennessee Weather. I'm Meteorologist Mike Witcher. I've been broadcasting here for over 20 years. I'm a trusted source for weather for us here in our own backyard. If you ever see us out in public, please come say hi. Don't be shy. We like to say hi to everybody in public. All right, my friends, have a great weekend.